Okay, guys, welcome back to the Sayin Society.
Yeah.
My guy's still drinking his drink from last week. He's
Yo,
just living,
at this
I'm
point, I
chilling.
think I'm
I'm chilling.
sponsored.
and I'm not
I gotta
existing.
be sponsored. Come on, man.
So
tastes
this is
too
our
good.
weekly anime and manga discussion, episode
31?
31.
Wait, it is?
Yeah.
This is weekly?
Yeah, it's
Shit,
weekly.
we didn't do it last week.
Guys.
What?
I don't think we did it last week.
Oh yeah, you're tripping.
What do you mean we didn't do it last week?
I don't think we...
Yeah, we just did Ant-Man twice.
Twice.
What?
He's actually...
What do you mean, bro? What do you mean?
We just liked Ant-Man so much.
Nah,
we were like, let's
nah,
put it
nah,
back
nah, nah,
again.
nah, Alright, anyways, weekly anime and manga discussion, episode 31. So we're going to talk about One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Clover, Chainsaw Man, My Hero, Gachikautea, Vinland Saga, and
That's it.
that's it.
Yeah. Let's get into some One Piece.
Peace.
1076.
1076, yeah.
I honestly don't recall the chapter
I don't think
cover.
there was one.
It was just a color spread,
Color
which is
spread.
kind of cool.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, with the heat that we got.
With the heat that we got.
Okay.
So are
Anyways,
you going to talk about the heat? You're just going to... The heat
So-
that we...
Where did they start? They started with
okay. So
Luffy
basically,
and Zoro?
it's Luffy, Zoro, and they're being attacked by S Hawk and S Kuma.
That's
And-
Kuma.
That's
That's
fair.
Kuma.
S Bear, S Bear, or Kuma Bear, same
That's
shit.
Kuma, huh?
Yeah. Well, yo, we're Japanese, bro. No.
What does that mean?
Kuma means bear in Japanese.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Wow, crazy.
I don't know.
Anyways,
Like,
um,
why would I need to know that?
just cause.
No, look. Kuma.
Kuma.
Like, not you see that shit run, bro. I'm not struggling to say what that is. Like, there's some shit behind me. Like, like dip. Anyways.
Anyways, Luffy and Zoro are saving Lucci and Kaku.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
Mhm.
Zoro was like, last chapter, he's kind of like, I don't want them to.
Yeah. Well,
Die while
because first,
handcuffed.
actually, Shaka and Luffy have a conversation, right? And they're
Yeah.
basically saying like, figure out if you're gonna free these guys.
Mhm.
Yes or
yeah,
no.
and he just gave it to Luffy to figure
And
out.
Luffy's like, don't worry, I got you.
Yeah.
Luffy
So
hit
th- so
Luffy
then-
hit Lucci with some like shit. He's
Yeah,
like,
so
yo,
they're having like a conversation.
yo, I'm gonna
and-
kick your ass. Yeah, I know that,
No, Luffy is
bitch.
like.
Literally,
once
bro.
Luffy's like,
Bitch.
once you realize that you can't beat me for the fourth time,
Yeah.
are you just gonna go and like just jack one of my boys and then
Yeah.
like, have to go through this again,
Yeah.
essentially?
Yeah.
And like, okay, personally, I thought this is such a sick Luffy moment. Like one of those, you go
Like-
back and like this is such a characterizable like.
Moment
for
where he's like,
him.
yo, I'm that guy.
Like
He put his dick on
how
the
like how
table.
Luffy
yeah,
is,
literally,
because
bro.
Luffy's like very like upfront,
he is.
and this is like him just being very upfront, like
No, 100%.
And like to me, this kind of reminded me of in Dragon Ball Z when Goku and Gohan come out of the hyperbolic time chamber and they just diss the fuck out of Vegeta.
Yeah.
And all of them, and he's like, you can train all you want, you're not beating this guy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like on some shit like that,
Okay, word.
Yeah. That's like for me,
Yeah.
like this moment was actually kind of cool. Like I actually
It
really
was a
fucked with
fucking hilarious
Yeah.
moment to
Yeah.
me, especially since Lucci's just been in all movies,
Yeah.
in a
it.
suit, all dappered up.
Exactly.
It was all for this moment. It was all for this moment.
Exactly.
This is why he's been
They
lurking in
had
the
the most-
That's why
shadows.
we needed
They
it.
had
Just so he could get put in his place by Luffy.
Yeah, but
Um,
with this fight with with Bear and Hawk,
yeah.
yeah.
I can really see them kind of losing the original Kuma and just putting his memories into S Bear.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking now at the beginning when they were like Bear's he has something wrong with him
Yeah.
and they had to bring him back to the island.
Yeah.
That was probably on purpose. Vegapunk probably screwed something up with him on purpose, bring him back and then put Kuma's memories in him,
In
and then
him,
that's
yeah.
like the new Kuma.
Okay.
That's what I thought,
Yeah.
at least. Like I don't know what it was, but something about this chapter is like it like hit my head like that, and I'm like, oh shit.
He got concussed. It's
Yeah.
bad time.
So, Luffy and the gang get attacked by S Hawk and S
Yeah.
Bear.
Yeah,
And they have-
we
so-
talked about that already.
No,
Yeah.
but they use certain attacks, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
basically,
Yeah,
Mhm.
attack.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
attacks
yeah,
him
yeah.
with a kick, right? S Hawk. And I personally, when I saw that panel, I was like, oh, he's just using a CP0 move. You know
Nah, I saw that shit straight. Like right away.
No, they clearly show it after.
Oh, it's
the
after
first
that?
panel
The first panel
is him kicking, and it's
Yeah.
like a gust of wind that cuts, right?
Oh.
And they have that move, right? That's a CP, like one of the six.
Rokushi.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, yeah,
Mhm.
he just did that. And then later on, they're like showing his leg, and it's a blade.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mr. One.
Yeah.
bones.
Yeah. And the thing is, bro, this is something that's been in the One Piece community for so long. They were talking about like, oh, imagine if the greatest swordsman had this devil fruit.
Yeah.
What would he be like?
Yeah.
Oda's like, bet.
Yeah.
He's
Yo,
like, oh,
but
word?
it's really-
just reading the One Piece Reddit subreddits. He's like,
Yeah.
man, let me
Yo,
just steal some ideas.
He does that though, because he sometimes forgets stuff and he has to
Yeah.
check the One Piece wiki
That's
Yeah.
for
crazy.
information and stuff.
Right, but the wiki,
For the wiki to be wrong.
yeah, wiki's wrong. Bro.
It's like,
No, sometimes it's but
yeah,
the wiki does. Yeah, but he'll.
it's actually Oda editing the wiki.
Because he'll forget shit and he has to go and he's like, oh, let me link this later now. Like, cause
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
he remembers it.
yeah.
I can definitely see him kind of seeing what the fandom's been talking about for
Mhm.
theories, like what they would love to see, and
Yeah.
then him finding a way to include that.
But-
Just because
yeah.
people would just love to see that,
Yeah.
right?
So we see that sort of lineage factor because it distinctly
How?
shows as Hawk's blood,
Yeah.
right? So I'm assuming
Yeah.
that's why they showed that to show
yeah.
that this isn't actually the dice fruit. It's the extraction
Like
of
it's-
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Because they can basically sub it in and out as they
Right.
please.
Yeah, essentially,
Fucking
which is
wild.
crazy.
Yeah.
Actually, so fucked.
Like,
That's
Yeah.
It's just,
where's the ceiling for this?
yeah.
No,
Where's it
100%.
gonna, like, where the fuck is this gonna go?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm kind of surprised with them taking Mr. One's fruit, because Mr. One was with Crocodile and we thought they'd escaped Marineford. So it
Well, but they were in Impel Down, which is where.
so you think they took it prior?
Yeah, prior.
I was kind of thinking that they might have had a run-in
After,
afterwards,
I don't think
and
so.
that caused like
because he's
Mr.
chilling,
One.
bro, with the Cross Iron Guild, right? They're chilling.
Crocodile is, yeah.
but Mr. One's
did they
probably
show
with
Mr.
him.
One there? They didn't show.
No, do they? I swear he's like sitting there somewhere.
I don't
No?
recall it.
I don't recall either.
Okay, but no,
But no,
I
it's,
think
it's
this
fair that
probably
it happened while he was in
it was
Impel Down.
yeah, because that's probably
fair.
why they
that makes
have
more sense.
like why don't they execute these pirates?
Yeah.
Why are they keeping them alive?
So like they have to,
The only reason they're probably keeping them
Unless they-
alive
if they
is for this reason
if they need to keep the actual user alive for that
factor.
I guess lineage factor. We
Yeah.
don't really know what they're driving from there, but
Yeah, to like
yeah.
succeed.
for them to actually use it, actively
Yeah,
use it.
yeah. It's probably
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, that'd be weird. But
Mm-hmm.
so does that mean we're gonna see like if Kuma actually dies?
His devil fruit goes away.
Yeah,
I mean, because he's more like cyborg, right? We don't really know how that works with
but
him.
he's climbing up the red wall right now.
Yeah, he is.
So, worst comes to worst, like
He's gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's dead.
So, anyways, we then see.
sorry.
What's up?
The reason why that hit me in the head before,
Yeah.
about about
Yeah.
Kuma
Still
switching.
concussed.
Yeah.
I think it's because the way when Luffy hit S-Bear, he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Bonnie."
Oh yeah.
Like he had to say sorry, even though
Yeah.
he's not actually hitting Kuma. He's just
Mhm,
hitting a
mhm.
seraphim.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that kind of like this actually created like a human character for me or something.
So we see Vegapunk, or not Vegapunk. We see a bunch of CP
CP agents.
Yeah.
locked up in like a chamber or a
Cage
jail
type
cage,
thing.
you could
Yeah.
type say, and they've been there for at least 2 months now.
Mhm.
And so in the official translation, what it says was they came to the island.
Yep.
And then when they tried to leave the island,
Yeah.
they were attacked by
The sea monsters.
the sea monsters that were being controlled, and then after that they got captured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's how it was in the unofficial as well.
Oh, is it okay?
Yeah.
But we had a theory a while back about
Other members
other CP members
being stuck there.
being stuck on
Yeah,
the
we did.
island,
Yeah. Yeah,
We did say that.
right? But we had thought that they were getting experimented on,
Right.
Yeah.
but he's
Just holding them
yeah
there.
holding
But-
him.
Yeah.
But then we see Dr. Vegapunk.
So
Also
we
stuck
well,
in there.
well
So here's-
first is what we see a shadowy figure
Did we see the shadow?
talking. Yeah.
It's a shadow figure.
And the shadow is actually Vegapunk's shadow.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then
But it's weird though, because that shadow is outside,
Mhm.
and then you have Vegapunk sitting inside.
No, he's
but-
outside, I think.
But no. So okay, I thought the same
he's
thing.
not in the same cage, is he?
So there's 2 cages there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 cages there. One cage is with the CP people,
Mm-hmm.
and the other cage is with Vegapunk. So I
Mhm.
thought Vegapunk was outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then if you actually look at what is it? The hazard lines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Caution.
The caution warning.
Yeah.
So when they're inside, the caution warning is going in one direction, and when you're outside, it's facing the other
Other way.
side. His was facing the direction showing that he's inside.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Because I had a theory that, because you know how we saw Stella before,
Yeah.
and he's kind of just phasing into stuff because
Right.
he just weaponized light or whatever, and he's able to just use
Yeah.
that. And what I had thought was that he had a clone of himself.
Yeah.
Like, and this kind of played into why Edison's the evil one
Yeah.
with his creativity and stuff. And also
that is pretty weird.
so that because Edison, like, he could have they could have created this hologram of
Right.
Stella,
Right.
and it's not actually Stella, but they all believe it to be Stella,
Mhm.
and Stella's actually stuck inside.
Yeah.
And then I just not thought of it though, if it is two different Vegapunks,
Mm-hmm.
because they don't really know who this person is.
Yeah.
What are the odds it's Katarina in her nine-tailed fox form?
Impersonating Vegapunk.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. My theory was because so in the chapter, essentially he's like, "Oh, I can't believe this has been happening under my nose this
Yeah.
entire
Yeah,
time." Right.
yeah,
So he gets beaten up and thrown in a cell.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's
'cause-
what it looks like.
yeah.
Because
Right.
somebody had brought up that, you know how Blackbeard fought Luffy or not fought Law on that one island.
Right.
Like, why was he only on that one island? Like, what wouldn't it make sense that Blackbeard was on all three islands? Like, he has people split up on all three islands in a way to communicate. Like, okay, you know,
where,
this is
like
the-
where is Law? So you can like hop
so he
on
can
him.
take us through. Yeah.
So then you're thinking some of them were on Egghead,
Well,
some of them are on that
personally,
Law
I didn't
Island, and then
agree-
some of them are on Elbaf.
Yeah. Like, I didn't agree with this theory,
Yeah.
but he was just like, you know, like, why is anyone like possible to this interpretation of it? And I was kind of just like, to me, I thought of it like Blackbeard's like Luffy in a way,
Yeah.
but he still has like they're very different at the same time, but in the way that they handle their adventure, like it's still an adventure for both of them.
Right. Yeah.
So I could see it where Blackbeard just chose one island and he kind of left it up to like
Chance.
probability, like to chance to see
yeah,
like what.
I 100% think.
yeah.
I more so believe that
Yeah,
Mhm.
because of his
that's
like
what I thought.
because he's been sort of shown as this anti-Luffy, not
Yeah.
anti-Luffy, but like
But because you have those moments where
they have similarities.
They have similarities.
Yeah. Yeah.
and you know he's like, you know, dreams don't die and like,
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
And then even when like when Luffy was going up to Skypiea, like Blackbeard was gonna go and kill him then
yeah.
or take him, and then because he didn't get a chance to get Luffy, he's like, fuck, might as well go for Ace now, and that's why he starts going for Ace,
Mm-hmm.
right? So he didn't like plan to go for Ace from the beginning. It
Yeah.
wasn't like premeditated.
Well, I mean, Ace was also chasing after him, so
Mhm.
Yeah, but he was more so looking for a pirate that had a like his
high
name,
enough
high enough bounty.
and notoriety.
Yeah, where as soon as he gets rid of him, he's like he's gonna be on people's radars,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
because he's trying to like basically work, be as effective as possible, I guess.
Efficient. right?
Efficient.
Yeah. No. I understand.
When it comes to being
So-
the road to Pirate King, right?
So my theory, going back to the chapter about Vegapunk, is that I think that you know how there's 7 bodies,
Mhm.
and then we think Stella's the main body.
Mhm.
So they upload their brain or their memories
Yeah.
to like a
Every day.
central sort of computer,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and that computer then links to all of them.
Yeah.
What if that computer has its own personality, like
Yeah.
whatever that central node is, like a separate personality than
That's what I
all
was
the
saying
other
last
ones?
week. No, did
Right.
I mention last week?
I don't know
Or
if
did I
you-
mention it to you off pod?
Maybe you mentioned to me off pod.
Where I was like, the punk record thing itself
yeah,
could be
yeah.
its own Vegapunk.
Yeah. We talked about it
Briefly.
3 days ago at the gym.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. I see. I was like, did I not talk to you? About this?
We talked about it. Yeah. So I either think that either A, it's that
Yeah.
Mhm.
that the punk record itself is it's like it's created its own person,
Okay.
and that's also a Vegapunk,
Hmm.
or Vegapunk has a split personality. The
Okay.
fact that he split his
That he's already
his-
split himself
he-
up.
exactly that he's prone to having another split personality.
Sure.
So one of the other Vegapunks could have a split personality, and that's what's allowing, or what's the one who's causing all this. Because
Yeah.
he specifically says that, how like this is curious because this is a huge issue
Mhm.
because the government found out about his poneglyph research,
Yeah.
right? So then now it adds
And
up.
like, how
why,
did they find out about that?
no, but
Is what
now
you're
it adds
saying.
up why the Marines were sending their entire military might
Yeah.
to Egghead. Because
Yeah.
we all thought it was because of Luffy.
Mhm.
Right, Luffy getting Vegapunk, But
What?
now it's more of
Yeah.
an Ohara thing. Like
There's-
they're actually
yeah.
trying to bust her call this place.
essentially.
Yeah,
Yes.
because of the information.
Well, no, that's why the Gorosei is moving.
Yeah,
The Gorosei is moving because they did pornoglyph research,
yeah,
where there's information that he doesn't want to get out.
yeah.
Because it didn't make sense for the Gorosei just to move just for
No,
Luffy.
100%, 100%.
Right.
Yeah.
But what do you think
Damn.
about it being Katarina?
No, that makes sense.
You
If it
think-
is
you
Katarina,
think that'd be, yeah?
I think that's a good theory. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah. But like the thing is, if she's there, she's gonna be very like depending on who's with her,
Yeah.
she could be severely outclassed.
Yeah. See, that's
So-
that's the line of thinking I was going with was, even if Blackbeard split up his forces
Yeah.
onto separate islands,
Yeah.
how would they fare?
No,
Right.
they wouldn't.
They would get they wouldn't be able to handle it.
Unless they're doing background schemey shit, which
Yeah.
she seems to be doing. If this is her,
If it's just
right?
her, but then we're like,
It wouldn't be
she's
just
gonna
her.
be solo on the island.
It wouldn't be solo, right?
like that's
He'd probably be splitting up his crew into threes or something.
yeah, but
Yeah.
like cause
But like this person would have to be there for months.
well no, cause like they were at Whole Cake Island, right?
Yeah.
While like the Wano stuff's happening,
Yeah.
and then from there they saw the news of Wano, how Law Kid and Luffy beat them.
Yeah.
So then he knows that there's only 3 islands that one of them has to choose one.
But
of
the
these routes.
CP agents have been locked up for how long?
Yeah.
No idea.
2 months.
Yeah.
At least 2 months. So
they
whoever's
d-
doing this
would
has
have to
been
be
on island for
at
at
least
least
2
2 months.
undetected.
see.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
that's fair. Yeah, I mean I wasn't fan of the year. I was just
No, I
figuring
know.
let's explore
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying.
Yeah. Fuck that shit. Okay, so then anyways, the chapter.
Yeah, let's get back into that.
We see
So it just
Some good shit.
switches up to what?
an island, some
Island.
random island.
Somebody just partying.
Yeah, just drinking.
His land.
I feel like whenever this person is shown,
Yeah.
they're always drinking.
Who's it?
Fucking alcoholic, man.
Who
Get
is
it
it?
together.
Who's this guy?
Yeah.
Who's this guy? It's fucking Shanks, bro.
That motherfucking Shank.
Yeah. So
It's that motherfucking Shank. You know what
No,
I'm
no,
saying?
you gotta, like, hit the table with that shit.
Yo. What's kind of cool to see with Shanks, one, somebody had linked it that he has that big sake cup
Yeah,
thing.
always.
But last time he had that was with Whitebeard.
100%.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming he just jacked Whitebeard's cup.
No.
He
brought
just jacked his cup. Just took it
Sure,
with him.
sure.
Like, you know what I mean?
You're a dead man anyways.
Yeah, let me just take your cup.
I don't even put it in his pocket. Like, he just walking with that shit.
What I thought was cool was that he was sitting at a bar
Yeah.
and there's a little
Little
kid
kid,
who's
kinda like
like
Luffy.
kind of like Luffy, who's like, yo, Shanks, let me go with you and shit. Like
Yeah.
the guy's still out here inspiring people.
Other kids.
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's not stopping.
I saw a tweet. I was like, this motherfucker Shanks just started 2-piece.
Yeah. Yeah. Straight up. We gotta watch a side story of this little kid.
Yeah.
He's gonna get washed the first time leaving the island.
Yeah. I mean, he's a giant, so like.
Was he a giant?
Yeah.
He's a giant.
Yo, what?
Because they're on Elba.
Yo, I don't know why, but that bar scene made it look like they're just regular people.
I think that was like the perspective, right? Is to
Yeah.
make it seem normal, and
Yeah.
then when it
It's-
comes out,
it's
you
supposed
just
to
realize
see
that like
reveal,
they're
yeah.
giants
I
and they're on.
Because then he says, oh yeah, like somebody's causing a mess,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? And
they-
he's like, oh yeah, I was catching up with old friends. And then we see,
So did you see the Viz official translation
did.
for that?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it said like, it's, like you're catching up with old friends that you had thought were dead.
Yeah.
So Shanks thought they were dead,
Yeah.
and they thought Shanks was dead.
Both of them are from.
It'd go both ways.
Yeah.
'Cause,
That's
well,
the giants from Little Garden, right?
It makes sense from Shanks' perspective
Mm-hmm.
because he probably went through Little Garden and he's like, "Oh, these guys aren't here anymore. Like, where are these guys?
Okay. Yeah.
Right? Because they've been there fighting for how long? Like
Years.
right? It was like 50
But-
years or something. whatever it
Or
was.
Shanks could have just never gone to Little Garden.
Oh, so then he saw them before,
Yeah.
and then ever since they disappeared to Little Garden, he
exactly.
just thought that they were gone.
But no, but that was hundreds of years, wasn't it?
I don't remember how long they were fighting.
Yeah.
for.
So then it must have been.
I thought
what
it was
you're
more
saying.
like around 20 to 50 years. Like
That
they've been on
fighting?
that island for I didn't know if it was like hundreds of years.
But yeah,
like,
Drogi and Brogy,
Dory and
Dory
Brody.
and Buggy.
But
I
there
don't
was also
Let's
the
try. Yeah, next time.
ones that were stuck at Annie's lobby.
Yeah.
Which ones were those?
I don't know their names.
But it's not those guys, right?
Nope.
For sure.
Those
it's not
guys were
Okay, yeah.
were not
Yeah.
these guys.
So I'm assuming that while they were stuck at Little Garden, like he thought that they were dead.
Okay.
Because I thought the way I had seen it was he went from East Blue.
Yeah.
You know, when he left Luffy, he passed by Little Garden and all that, saw that they were still fighting and whatever.
But isn't Shanks isn't from East Blue?
But he was
But
he
he
was,
was
in
with-
East Blue.
He was
at
in
the
East
beginning
Blue.
of the story.
Yeah,
So I just thought that he had run into them
yeah.
and
Then
left.
yeah,
and
and then
hadn't
came
seen,
back.
And then when he came back,
They
again,
weren't there.
They weren't there.
Okay, yeah. Well, also all the other pirate members thought they were dead too.
Yeah.
So then he could have just heard word of mouth.
But also,
Mhm.
why did they think that he was dead?
Shanks is getting bodied by everybody nowadays. I don't know.
Well, no, they were off. They were off island. Like they had no communication.
Yeah.
So while they're on island, they probably didn't even know who was alive, who's not.
They thought time passed, 100
Yeah.
years. Shanks is actually dead.
He's human. They're giants. They're like, fuck it. He's
yeah,
probably
but
dead
there's
by
news,
now.
There's like news circulating and stuff.
Not
no?
to that island.
Mihawk and Shanks had a 1v. I saw that tweet.
Okay, I guess that's right. I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen Shanks in the news.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That makes sense, I guess.
But no, so it was interesting that Ben Beckham,
Yeah.
he's like
Ben Beckman.
Ben Beckman, sorry.
Beckham.
David
David
Beckham. He's like, do you think they're mad?
Yeah, and then
Lucky Roo?
Lucky Roo, the guy with the ham. Right?
Yeah. He's
Sake?
like, oh bro, you're one to talk.
Yeah, like who do you think they're mad at?
So so people have been speculating that he was the one that took Kid's arm because
Mhm.
of that comment there.
Could be.
Yeah. Because why else would they be mad at him specifically?
Yeah, but it's kind of weird because on Twitter, everyone's kind of like, whoa, this means Kid didn't even make it to Shanks,
Yeah.
and they're kind of
Yeah,
going
who
crazy.
thought?
But it's like, yo, like, they already had said that.
Yeah. I swear
and
they said that.
They had
But
already said
also-
that way before.
Yeah.
Who
That
thought-
he didn't even make it to Shanks.
Yeah, they said.
Lost
I
to
swear.
him, then went to Whole Cake Island.
Got
Lost to
bodied there.
Cracker. Didn't
Yeah.
even make it to Big Mom.
Yeah.
Then was plotting against Kaido. Got caught in the middle of him plotting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
This
guy
guy's just been taking L's.
He's just been having
So
setback
this
after
means-
setback.
So
you know?
this means he's getting a W, right?
Yeah, that's what like it's tough.
Dude, have you
It's
seen
tough,
that
man.
meme?
It's tough.
Have you seen that meme? And can we please get it here? Like, coughing baby versus a nuke.
If you send it to
Wait,
me.
what?
Coughing baby versus,
Versus a
nuke.
nuke.
Why?
That's Kid versus Shanks. What is he expecting to do,
Hold
bro?
on,
He's gonna
hold
lose his
on.
other arm.
No. Hold on.
Hold on, whoa.
What?
They
Shanks
just
has his whole crew.
no. I know that. Like, there's obviously like no chance he's winning, but he's gonna fare better than last time.
Sure, but
Because okay,
against Ben
hold on.
Yeah.
David
So this-
Beckham.
this is- yeah. Okay, because first of all, why did Oda have Kid do a rematch with Shanks?
There can only be
First
one
of all,
redhead. I
they
don't
could,
know.
yeah, only one red.
Because the theory I talked about way before was
Way back.
Law. That Law was the one who was gonna meet Shanks at one of the
Yeah,
islands,
Yeah, you did
and
say
that they would have like that respect or whatever.
You did say that.
Yeah.
You
and
did say
it'd
that.
continue forward, right?
Yeah.
But now, like, it's just weird because then we had Law versus Blackbeard. Now it's why would he have Kid show up again to fight Shanks?
I think
'Cause
like
all it was
yeah.
it's so weird because none of that made sense to us. 'Cause we're like, it's too early for Luffy to see Shanks.
No, 100%, 100%.
And then
I think it's just
Kid
to
had
kill.
already fought.
I think it's
Shanks,
just
why
to kill Kid at this point. I don't know.
right? You think he's just gonna kill him off?
No.
Yeah.
I was thinking like maybe if Kid uses his
Repel.
devil fruit and he
Yeah.
just jacks Shanks' sword.
So.
Now Shanks is gonna go bare hands.
Yeah.
But yo,
Is he really want to show us that he can fight without a sword?
also that's if his sword is not encoded in armament hockey.
Yeah, maybe.
What do you maybe?
He was just partying. He was drunk.
Yeah.
See? Like,
I don't know. He looked kind of stone faced to me. Like, he
Dude,
looked like he was about
nobody
to kill
like you
somebody.
have Kid and you have Killer. The
yeah.
rest of his crew is
Yeah, the
dog
They're
shit.
bums. Yeah.
No, and Kid even mentioned that the whole coast was lined up with all just red hair
Exactly.
pirates.
Exactly.
So Shanks had gave him what he said. You can either leave
Leave
your
your-
road poneglyph and dip,
Yeah.
or just fight me here and now, right?
Yeah.
So you think Kid's just gonna
Even
He's
Kid
gonna
was like
fight.
Kid's response was like, "Oh yeah, I won't lose," or
yeah,
some shit
because
like that.
they're like you think you're gonna lose an arm, like you're gonna end up dying type of thing.
Yeah, and he's like, "Well, I
and he's
just
like that's
won't
only
lose."
if I lose. right?
Yeah.
So you know he's there for the smoke.
He's there for
No,
the smoke.
100%.
but you think
we're
he'll run away?
confused how this smoke is supposed
So-
to smoke.
Yeah, yeah,
so, yeah.
Like Oda, what are you writing, bro? Like,
No, so
what is happening
somebody
here?
was like-
we're all confuzzled, bro.
I was talking to somebody and they were like, "I don't like that Shanks is gatekeeping the One Piece, bro."
yeah,
And I'm like, bro, This guy pulled up on Shanks twice.
Yeah.
He deserves to get rolled.
No, he does.
It's disrespect
Yeah.
that he thinks he could just pull up Shanks like that.
Yeah. But I like that Shanks isn't like we've had his like seriousness and his lightheartedness, but we haven't had a seriousness to this scale.
Yeah.
Like they showed it early, like in at the end of Wano when he pulled up on Green Bull.
Yeah.
But him actually going to like kid, like, okay, you guys either leave your shit or die.
So do you think we're
You know
gonna
what I mean?
see a fight here? Like Shanks finally fight?
I hope so.
Surely.
I hope so.
Like,
I don't even like because we know
'Cause
we're going
I
on
don't
break,
mind-
right?
I don't mind them letting the Luffy situation sit for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let people think about who could this possibly be,
Yeah.
and let it develop a little bit slower. Because
Yeah.
the whole thing's about figuring out who this mystery person is on the
mhm.
island, and then just let the Shanks and Kid fight, similar to how Law and Blackbeard.
That's
fight
what I'm saying.
Was like
I
2
think it's gonna.
chapters or
I think.
something.
it's gonna
I think it's
cut
gonna.
Same
I think
thing.
this is gonna cut and go to Law and Blackbeard because we've
Go
been
back?
sitting. Yeah, because we've been sitting on that for
for
so
a
long.
while. Yeah.
I thought he was just gonna do the same thing here. Do another chapter.
let it play out for
do
a
another
couple
chapter,
chapters.
Cut it off.
Cut
and
it off,
then-
and then yeah.
yeah.
Just blue ball us in every direction.
Again, yeah.
exactly.
Each
Exactly. Because you know, cause
wherever he
then
can.
you
blue
know,
balls.
no, because then you know that shit's happening. You know that shit's going down,
Yeah.
and then you're just kind of sitting there with it, like, okay, what's happening next?
Mhm.
Yeah.
There was a theory
And that's
that.
what, like you said, last chapter. Sorry, just before you
Go ahead. No, it's all good.
Or not next week they're going on break, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know he drops a banger every time he comes back from
That's
break.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So there was a theory that Killer. We haven't actually seen his face fully.
Okay.
Okay.
We've only ever seen it in a mask
I already know. I
or
don't like.
full
I
of
already don't like this theory.
or full of bandages.
Yeah, you
Okay.
said that. Yeah.
Right? So you don't
Uh-huh.
actually see his face.
Yeah.
So people are saying he's a clone of Golden Line Shiki.
I don't know, man.
It's because of the hair and the goatee are very similar, and he's the only character in One Piece whose face has not been fully revealed
Shaka.
right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they just introduced him,
Yeah.
but this guy's been around for mad long.
I mean, that's just is a stretch. It's kind of like you're like, oh, their likeness is like that.
no, I know.
you
It's definitely
especially
like,
when it comes to like it's like One Piece female characters look so similar.
yeah, that's
So
true.
it's like
That's true. But
I don't know, man.
I'm-
How would you even feel about that? What is that supposed to do?
it's just because, like, bro, they've talked about Golden Line Shiki so much, just zero relevance to the story.
Yeah, but they've done that a few times. Like even Bullet, they just reference them to reference these pirates that were there when Roger was there.
Yeah.
They're not gonna show
But
them in the
where
story
is
again.
Shiki? Like, we know
They're not gonna show them in the story again.
escaped Impel Down. Where did he go?
Yeah, he escaped, but now it's like, is he even relevant to the actual story? Like, why would he come back? Like they did have that movie.
Yeah, but not a
Sure.
canon movie.
But it wouldn't make sense because he'd be so strong. So for him to come back now, like just randomly without having no
But it's
presence,
not him. It's a clone of him.
Yeah.
So basically,
He'd have his lineage factor, or like
yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I don't like that theory. I really it just doesn't it irks me.
Because it's just
It
because
irks me.
it's just so
Does that
like
killer be killer?
it's just so interesting how Law and Kid's crews are just so lacking. They are. They're lacking ass crews.
with Law's crew though, you see how broken his devil fruit is.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. You're kind of like, this is
Still, their crews are so
because he can do so
lacking.
much just by himself.
No, that's true.
that
But
he-
then you look at Kid and you're like, what's going on?
I get maybe because Kid he had a few people in his. He has that one guy that has his mouth all closed up, and he opens it and he can shoot shit out of it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No idea. Who are you talking about?
You don't know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
He has it sewed up. His mouth is sewed up. He's got like long hair.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I have I'm blanking on whatever you're
He's
saying.
blanking.
Yeah. Like, do you have idea who this person
No.
is? Okay, so
I'll show you later. I'll show you
yeah.
later. But his crew's not like Killer was able to fight Zoro. Like he did fight him.
Huh?
He did fight him.
Okay.
Right. So like Killer's not just like anime.
He is pretty anime.
He's alright.
He's not whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
not
whatever. Yeah.
You know?
He's
Yeah,
alright.
He's I.
Yeah. I mean he's not
Yeah, I mean, no, but like when you think about it comparatively, like
Obviously, it's not-
Shanks' crew's just broken
Yeah.
or should be busted compared to
yeah.
The
Like
only
the-
thing
the,
is
like how do we even see this play out? Kid versus Shanks.
So this is what
it's just one-sided
I'm not
slaughter,
gonna
bro.
lie.
I
The
don't
way I
think
saw it-
Shanks like he doesn't even have to fight.
The way
Not
I
at
saw it,
all.
though,
Not at all.
is I can see Shanks getting wounded from this fight.
By whomst?
The kid. Because kid's grown since they've like now that they've beat Big Mom, he's grown. Because we saw
He
how
didn't
we
get
saw how
past
much we saw how much Law
David
grew.
Beckham.
That was before.
So
That was before Kid got locked up. That's before Kid did his training with Luffy.
His training arc.
Yeah,
That's not
Sea
enough,
Stone Prism
bro. I don't
co-
think that's enough.
it buffed up Luffy enough.
Yeah, because Luffy also has Conqueror's Hockey.
and he
No,
also
no,
went
no,
to
no.
Gear 5.
Kid also has Conqueror's
Sorry,
Hockey.
you think he's gonna have advanced Conqueror's Hockey and do some shit?
No, I'm just saying that now he's actually gonna stand a chance because Shanks thinks the same. Like they're like, bro, this guy didn't even make it that far.
Yeah.
But you know, he's scaling up the same way Law is scaling up. You know?
I think he's getting washed, bro.
I-
The only way
he might like
it
if
doesn't
it
make
was
sense,
like
bro.
that.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
it
even
does-
make
But the
doesn't
way,
make
but the
sense.
way,
Doesn't make
but the way
any sense.
Shanks, I could see Shanks approaching this in a way where he's like, "Fuck it, like I'm enough. Like we'll just take a few of us and we'll fight because everyone's partying.
Okay.
Don't bother them.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll just go and fight."
And
this
he's
guy."
gonna what, shoot metal at Shanks?
not shoot metal, but
What?
I can no, but I can
like
he, it's not like that, bro. You saw that beam thing that he
I
did
did.
against Big Mom.
I did see that beam.
You saw that,
Yeah.
right?
He'll cut it. There you go. Like
But I'm just saying, like I can see him at least like put like wounding Shanks in some way.
I don't see him wounding
I
Shanks.
don't
Because then what's the purpose of this? Giving Shanks a road
What was the
poneglyph?
purpose of putting Lucci in front of Luffy?
I don't know, man. But like, there's answers to everything. Like,
I think it's just for the road poneglyph.
yeah, because then you're
'Cause
like,
we-
okay,
everyone
now
had
now
thought-
like Shanks is in the competition. Because
Yeah, yeah.
if he takes it from Kid, he's ready to like he's in like he just
Because we had
he
assumed
bumped Kid out of the running and
Yeah.
then put himself in.
because we
right?
had assumed that he had already had all poneglyphs,
Mm-hmm.
but this kind of confirms
not
that he
all, not all. We just thought he had like a couple.
doesn't, or wherever the last one is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he could have. The fact that he went to Elbaf after he had stated like, oh, it's time for us to go for the Pirate King.
yeah.
Maybe there is one
At
at
Elbaf?
Elbaf. He
Yeah.
grabbed that.
Did you guys also?
Now he grabs this one.
Yeah.
This too.
Did you guys also notice in the panel where Kid and Killer are on their ship and
Yeah.
they're talking about the other ships on the coastline?
Yeah.
There's a giant ass wall or like a I don't know what it is, but it's a
Like
massive
a tree or something.
on the island.
Yeah.
It's huge.
I had seen people reference it, but I don't know.
It's like a
why.
world tree.
I don't know. They're drawing connections to something else in One Piece, but
Oh, really? It's massive.
really-
Like whatever it was massive. Because I mean, Elbaf. Yeah. I
it's
don't
not
know.
massive stuff. They're all
Huh?
big guys. Yeah.
What?
Attack on Titan.
Yeah. Elbaf is just Attack on Titan, but
Yeah.
better.
Okay.
Like, I don't
What?
know.
What? That's not even has no relevance to what I was saying. Okay. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, Kid dies. One Piece is over. Shanks wins. All good.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, no. But actually, though, like, what do you like? What's the point of him having Kid?
I don't
Fight
know, bro.
Shanks.
I just don't see
I
a
think
way
it's
he
for
can
the
write
poneglyph.
it.
Dude. It's for the poneglyph.
Sure,
Sure,
but
it's
like,
for the poneglyph, but
but
what does this mean for Kid's character?
I just don't
moving
see.
forward.
I can't see a way it can be written where Shanks loses or gets wounded.
I don't know.
If bro,
I
if
don't
you
see him
have,
losing.
If
I can
you
see him
have
getting wounded.
Aokiji,
not even like the wounded. I can't see
if
it.
you have Aokiji and that portion of Blackbeard's crew pull up in Elbaf
Yeah.
during the beef,
Yeah.
then you could sway my opinion on
Mm.
what's going on, because that's a whole nother factor.
Because Kaido fought. Here's the thing, Kid fought Shanks.
Yeah,
You could say that when he fought Cracker and lost, he grew from that fight,
sure.
and then
He's the same.
the whole
right?
Kaido thing. Obviously, he grew from there.
Yeah.
Like he's like just below Yonko level, but he's close.
Nope.
He's close. Because him and Law were both able to fight Big Mom, right? So you can say that
Sure.
they're definitely above Commander level,
Yeah.
right? They're just not
Re-
yet at
relative
Yonko
to
level.
the commander, bro. You need to
Yes, but I can. It's
like you think here. Katakuri
so
versus
Are you
Kid.
saying Kid's losing? Is that what you're saying?
Katakuri
Like, he's losing
versus
and then
Kid.
he's
He
dying,
should.
or
He
you think
should-
he's
he should.
surviving?
I mean, I don't
Katakuri
know if
versus
Shanks is
Kid.
gonna
What happens? What do you think happens?
I don't know. That's tough.
It's not tough. I think Katakuri takes him.
I feel like Kid should technically win that.
Kid should, yeah.
Technically,
Yeah.
I think
He
Katakuri takes
should.
him.
But it's because
I
even
think
here's the
Katakuri
thing
takes
though
him.
with Katakuri, yeah, you can see the future, but with Kid having control over what he has control over,
Yeah.
even if Katakuri can like see it, can he really dodge everything?
But same goes for his Mochi,
He was able
bro.
to dodge Luffy
Like
because
his
Luffy's a
Mochi's-
very like straight up fighter.
Yeah.
He just has to dodge the punches, right?
It's same with his mochi, bro. Like I feel like he can do the same thing with his mochi, and we haven't seen anything from Kid to put him in advanced armament, advanced anything.
No, that's true. But it's just the degree of his devil fruit ability,
Yeah,
right? So
that he
I guess-
heavily relies on.
Yeah.
So
It's the same situation when we were having this conversation with Lucci versus Luffy. Again, it's the same situation. I don't see it being written in a way
Yeah.
where Shanks
That's fair.
gets wounded or loses.
fair.
He should
No.
just completely stomp.
No, he should. He should.
Mhm.
But
dude, Yasop is gonna snipe him.
it
That's what I'm
just
saying.
That's it.
it just feels weird. Like, do you think he's gonna beat Kid up? They're gonna have a party. Like Kid's gonna be sitting there like murked out, and Shanks is just like
Here,
partying around
let
him.
me teach you some hockey.
Not like that, but kind of like the moment I wanted with Law
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Shanks. Instead, it's gonna be Kid and
Kid and
Shanks.
Shanks.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna have somehow he's gonna bring up, oh, how did that fight go with Luffy and like Kaido or some shit or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And we just end up talking about it.
Yeah, Luffy's insane, man.
Yeah.
He was like all white and shit.
He's not gonna
I don't know.
gas him up. Kid's gonna be like, yeah, man, fuck that guy.
Yeah, I know.
Because like for Kid's like development of his character, this either fucks over his character completely, like if he
Yeah.
chooses to run away,
Yeah.
or he just dies,
He's not running away.
right?
But he's
so
getting-
it's
he's
so
getting
weird.
washed.
I don't know.
He should just get washed.
I don't know. Like,
He should.
Like whether I don't think Shanks would kill him, but like
but where does he go forward in the story? He just lost to Shanks.
pull. I don't know.
What is
Now he
gonna
needs to. Now he has to go lose to Blackbeard, so he can just
Yeah.
take L's from all the
Everybody.
Yonko.
Like,
yeah.
what's the-
And then he
like,
has to. Then he has to challenge. Then he has to challenge Luffy.
Like-
And then just
take
like
L to Luffy.
actually die. Luffy just
No.
kills him.
If he loses to Shanks, but essentially Kid's not in the story after that. There's no point of him being in the story after that.
Or he could just pull up in like the.
Because it'd be more so to
War.
show you how beast Shanks is.
I think that's what it is, though.
And that's
already
fine.
seen.
Like, it's a
we've
pump for
already
him.
seen like.
And the same way that Lucci pumped Luffy.
But the thing is, we've already seen Kaido fight. We've seen Big Mom fight. Now we're seeing Shanks fight and Blackbeard. They're basically
Yeah.
kind of showing us this
what
is the
Luffy's in
Yonko
store for.
and how strong the Yonko actually are.
yeah,
So I think that's
And
the
that's-
purpose.
yeah. That
But
makes
again-
sense. That makes sense.
Kid is not someone that should even scale or like. How are we gonna see how strong Shanks is when he just
Yeah.
like farts
Yeah.
on him when he dies?
yeah.
I think he can put up a decent fight though.
No.
I don't think like
Mm.
The only way I can see him maybe doing a decent fight is that all of the giants
yeah.
wear helmets, and if he somehow is able to like use
Crush them?
crush their helmets to control their bodies or some
no.
shit.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Some
Yeah.
Magneto shit.
Yeah, literally he has to
Like
go
on
on
some
some Magneto
Magneto
shit, like
shit.
control the iron in your blood on some
Yeah.
blood bending shit.
I
You
mean,
know,
yo, 'cause-
which is not where I see
Okay, but think about it
it
this
ever
way.
going.
But before Law had fought Blackbeard, he said that he grew. Right?
Okay.
Like he was talking on his ship
Yeah.
or whatever, and he's like,
He's man, I've grown so much.
like
Look how far I've
he's
come.
like, he's like his hockey grew. Like
Yeah.
he mentioned how his hockey grew.
yeah.
And he got stronger.
Yeah,
We didn't really get that panel yet with Kid, so
that's true.
I think it's safe to assume that he has grown.
You know what? I think it's
Since that
because
fight.
he didn't make it to Shanks that he doesn't actually know what he's in store for.
Who kid?
Yeah.
Kid,
He
yeah.
doesn't.
I think that's why he's
He
so
wants to
dumb.
fight him again, and
He's
He's
so
so
dumb
dumb.
that he
Yeah.
realized how strong Shanks is that now he's gonna see him and he's gonna be like, "Oh,
you think it's
fuck."
gonna you think it's gonna be one of those situations where
He's gonna retire.
They're
being a
all
pirate.
yeah they're
He's just gonna retire. He's
That's
like,
what
I'm
I'm
out. I'm out. This is
Just
not the life for
mentally
me.
breaks.
Yeah,
him.
this is not the
well,
life for me.
because in when they had first met when he met Luffy, he was like, oh yeah, like we're about to head into a sea where everyone's saying, you know, I want to be pirate king.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And you have him be similar to Luffy now, where he's like, you have to be man enough to say your dreams and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And then have him kind of just bitch out after he loses to
Shanks.
Shanks. Bro, this
Yeah.
is what's gonna happen.
to really
bro.
show him this wall that he's standing in front of that he can't conquer.
This is what's gonna happen. You're Shanks. I'm
Okay.
Kid.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
This is what's gonna happen.
What the fuck is that?
With their one.
Huh?
With their one arms.
They both have the same arm distance. They both have the same arm distance.
That was so stupid.
That's a weird, yo, what the fuck, man? I'm pretty sure that wasn't even in frame, but we'll see.
All right.
Whatever.
So My Hero Academia.
So we had the Hawk guy. What if My Hero?
Yeah.
We had them introduce the three classmates again, Kami and the other two,
The Wind dude, yeah.
the Wind guy and
Your favorite guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
favorite dude.
You don't even know his name. You keep calling him Wind dude. Like
Yeah,
that.
dude. Yeah.
He's a fake fan.
Yeah.
Anyways, from Shugetsu High.
Yeah.
So we see these guys pull up, and we kind of get a monologue. Are you good, bro?
That was so stupid, bro.
You did it too.
I was so confused. What's happening? I saw his hand. I'm like,
Okay, so we see a monologue
I didn't even know if that was the right thing to do.
It wasn't.
from One
It
for
really
All.
wasn't. Yeah.
And he's kind of talking about kids nowadays don't actually know.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm that guy.
Yeah. Like
Back
you
in
guys,
the
you guys
day,
just heard stories.
You guys just
and
heard
shit.
stories about me. I was
Like,
that dude, and
the
you guys
guy-
weren't aware of how
Yeah.
much of a menace I was.
Like the only guy that could stand up to him is gone now. Like All Might.
So then you see this panel, like that panel was dope of his
Yeah.
face, where he's
Yeah.
like, bro,
Mhm.
you guys don't even know.
Yeah.
And then they were like, nah, we do. We learned about it in the history books.
Yeah.
And I
That's
was
some
like,
dumb
damn.
shit. That's
I was
some
like,
dumb
that's
shit.
crazy.
We've been knowing. We
No
were actually
way.
we were there.
No way
Yeah.
you just said
Like
that.
I read on page 52
the
that like,
textbook.
that
Yeah,
it was
we
actually
already
like this.
know.
So
And then
I pretty much just lived that whole thing without actually having to live
crazy,
it.
crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we see was him Tokoyami,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he uses
That's
the
his name. I was gonna call him like Takoyaki or something.
Takoyaki.
Yeah. I was
bird
like,
dude.
what
You
the
could
fuck
say
is
you could call him bird dude,
Yeah.
but he uses all the darkness
Yeah.
that was created by
yeah.
the flames.
I thought that was
Yeah.
really cool. I
And
thought
he
that was
creates
really
like
cool.
a basically a giant titan,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a boogeyman.
I guess, and then he punches the
Ooga
shit out of him.
booga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that though,
Mhm.
because he from the beginning
He's been hyped up.
he's been hyped
for
up.
mad
Like,
long.
you
About
know
the
that
darkness
this
and shit.
darkness power
Yeah.
is so strong,
Yeah, yeah.
and he just hasn't had a control on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually like the way that was
No, I
done.
like that too. And because the panel was sick.
Yeah, it was
Because
sick.
you see All for One, and then you just see his eyes in the back.
Yeah, and that's the biggest
Yeah.
thing. Like even when like your writing is not that good, like as long as it's sick,
Yeah, as long as your art's fire.
as long as it's sick, like we'll allow it. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah. They
I'm just
must
kidding.
hate us.
I'm just kidding.
They must
Yeah,
really
yeah.
hate us.
I don't think My Hero fans are actually watching.
They're
this.
definitely
they're
not.
definitely not
They
watching
click off
this.
right when we
You know,
start.
we should actually look at our analytics. Like you know how they have the view thing, and just when we talk about My Hero, I wonder
See
if
if
it,
it drops.
Massive drop.
I wonder.
Massive drop.
Like, do we just stop including it in our weekly?
Fuck.
So, anyways,
Black
it was
Clover.
a good chapter. It was
Yeah.
we're still waiting. It's like I don't know, developing at the same time. Like we're not really getting too
It's
much.
we're,
into
we're
it.
honestly just reviewing these chapters at this point, not really actually theorizing or
yeah,
discussing.
because it's gonna end
it's
soon.
literally
It's
end of the
literally gonna
series.
end soon. We're,
Yeah.
we're like, we have nothing else to theorize.
Yeah.
And anything we theorize is gonna end up being better than the plot. So,
Facts.
Alright, before we just get canceled or something somehow, let's move on to
Black Clover.
No, let's move on to some
So Vinland Saga,
yes,
episode
sir.
6,
7.
7. Yeah.
did you watch 7?
Yeah, I watched.
Okay.
I, know, I watched.
Oh,
I watch it like as soon as it comes out. So sometimes I forget.
Yeah.
But it just had to do with Kito, right? Everything about Kito. Kito's farm.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had the kids that like
We're stealing
were
and shit.
thieves.
Yeah.
And then
And you have his oldest son come back, and
Yeah.
he's kind of like, oh, you don't know about Iron Fist.
Iron
Thor-
Fist.
Thorgil?
Thorgil, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Iron Fist, who
Everyone's just named Thor something.
Yeah. Because
Thor's
Norse god.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like
The girl's name was Thora.
yeah.
Thora.
I didn't even catch
Thora.
that.
the
That's so weird. So fucking weird. Man.
So yeah, basically kids are stealing shit. Snake found out who it was.
They were fuck them up, make them lose a limb, one arm, one leg.
Both arms.
It
both
was,
arms,
Well, it was like an
Yeah,
arm
but
each. And
Pop-
then
Props to
And
that.
he was like, yo, just take
Props to
both.
that kid though. He's
Yeah,
like,
the
yo,
brother.
leave my sister out of this.
Yeah.
take both my arms.
Yeah. No, I mean he didn't say that. He was kind of like, fuck, like you better take both my arms.
And
Oh,
then,
Like-
yeah.
and then, yo, they've been misspelling this guy's name in the subtitles. But
Actually.
Patel, bro.
Yeah.
Patel? His name is Patel. It's not
No.
Patter.
It's better.
No, it's Patel.
It's better. He's not Patel, bro. He's not some random Indian.
He is.
He's not.
He is, bro.
Yo, he's not Indian. He's white skinned, bro.
Let's fact check it.
Fact check me right now.
No, it's
Fact
like
check me right
Peter,
now.
but it's
Fact check me right
better.
now.
it's better.
No, bro.
Pitter patter.
I swear they say that he's of
Pitter
Indian descent
patter.
in the.
It's better.
Okay, but anyways, I really
Peter.
liked this episode.
You did like it?
I did, yeah, because it kind of showed that Thorfinn is not the only one who's having this sort of change of heart towards violence.
Yeah.
That it's kind of like this wave that other people are experiencing,
Like
and
later in life.
later in life. So this the Iron Fist, I can't remember his
Keto.
name. Keto. He's been like he was never a violent dude, and he lied about his status to kind of get his land.
Yeah.
But I kind of like to see that we're seeing this side of him,
Yeah.
and he's
He
no
also
longer he's not
mentioned-
trying to be a warrior.
Guys, Damian Lillard just dropped 71 points. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Jeez, Louise.
Yo.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's historic almost.
Yeah, bro, it's Dame time.
No, for real.
No, but Keto had mentioned how, as a like Norseman or whatever, like as a Viking,
You're expected.
they're expected to fight and like kill and whatever,
Yeah,
and it just sucks for the ones that aren't like that.
yeah,
Because they live a totally different, like almost like they're
100%.
shamed, right? Like everyone, like they dream about going to war, fighting, killing,
Yeah,
and then dying
yeah,
and
yeah.
going to Valhalla, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of like hurting because you're like, this guy lied about this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck this guy.
Mm-hmm.
But
You kind of understand where he's coming
you
from.
understand, like he's like,
And you could totally
and he set up like a nice farm for everyone, and you're like, yo, this is such a nice.
and you could
guy.
see how caring he was
Yeah.
because of his approach to the kids.
Yeah.
The
Like, he
entire
really-
time he was
didn't
like, I want to.
He's kind of getting pressured into it because he's like, fuck, like I have to, because
Yeah.
like Iron Fist Kito, right? They're gonna
yeah.
they're gonna judge him if he doesn't do
Yeah.
things a certain way. So he's
Yeah.
like,
When the fuck do we get introduced
'Cause-
to this Patel motherfucker?
Dude, just go to the wiki, see if that's his
yo,
name.
it's Peter, but it's better.
When do we get introduced
It's
to
never been Patel.
It has.
It's never been Patel. I don't know what scans you were reading when you read all this, but you're actually going off like, like yeah, it's fucking Patel.
It's Patel.
It's
I can't
Patel.
believe that they've been writing
I would
his name
I would
wrong.
actually hate it if it was Patel.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because why is it Patel? This is a Viking anime,
They
and you
can
have
have-
a random Patel.
Bro, they've
Yo.
been doing.
Nah, bro.
Patter.
There's no.
Bro, pull up
It's
the
pitter
wiki.
patter.
Pull up the wiki.
Wait,
No,
this is a
man.
manga.
No,
Nah.
pull up the wiki, bro.
Yo.
I'm not.
Pull
going,
up the
yeah,
wiki.
I know. If you want to call him Patel, you can.
Pull up the wiki. I'm gonna call him Patel. Fuck it.
Okay,
I'm calling him
sure.
Patel. I don't care.
That's my boy Patel.
All right. Anyways, Black Clover.
Vinland Saga wiki.
I.
Yo, where the fuck are you getting this?
Yo, and he was legitimately cheesed. Yo, stop calling him Patter.
Yeah, bro,
Patel.
Patel.
Like, do I break the news to this guy? Like,
Yo, who let this motherfucker cook?
yeah.
Yo, he was so mad. That they
No.
this motherfucker.
I should just let him like go on a rant a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Like, and then you sat there like, dude, like that's not.
Fuck. Yeah, that was a good episode. I enjoyed it. And then at the end, you find out that this motherfucker,
Lied.
he's just a liar. Yeah.
Also,
And he was with the girl.
Yeah,
That,
that's fucking
what
right.
our one boy's trying to
Yeah.
riz up.
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, but they had
You're
already
wrong.
explained that that's her mistress, his mistress.
No.
They don't.
They
explain
never
it.
actually
don't
like
say-
say
No,
anything
they don't
about
say
her or
that.
anything.
No.
No.
They just
Okay.
said she's the master's aide or whatever, something like that.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
you see that she helps like the mistress.
Get busy.
Yeah.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
So Black Clover.
We're moving on pretty fast. We're trying to get away from Patel.
Aye, what else
I'm
you gotta
kidding.
add,
No,
bro?
I'm
What else
kidding,
you
I'm
gotta
kidding.
add?
I'm kidding. Yeah, Black Clover.
I thought it was decent.
It was alright.
You know, we finally had that Zoro eye-opening moment.
Yeah. We did. And bro,
it was actually cool in this
Naruto
podcast.
fans have been losing their minds
I'm surprised that they're only losing their minds now.
now.
Why?
Because they're like Black Clover has been ripping off Naruto, and is this thing specifically because the pattern in his eye, right?
Yeah.
It's very similar to the Sharingan.
Sharingan.
Nah,
Right?
but that's all stuff that's like within like Japanese culture.
Yeah,
In
it's
the same
way.
inspired from Japanese mythology. So
Yeah.
if you're a
Yeah.
Naruto fan, you shouldn't be mad just because they're also taking inspiration from
From
Japanese
the
mythology,
Yeah.
right? Like Naruto
Because
also
of
did
Materasu and all that
everything,
stuff is straight.
all Japanese
yeah.
mythology. So they're just kind of like getting mad for no reason.
Yeah.
That like, oh yeah, no, he's
'Cause-
copying
yeah.
our manga, anime, or whatever, right?
Damn. That's dumb.
I mean, I understand
People are
what
dumb.
I understand what they're saying. Black Clover is like to me, it's always felt
Habit
pretty
of-
similar to.
It was like a
Naruto.
mash of Bleach and Naruto, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah. You guys have said that a lot.
Yeah.
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 I remember somebody telling me that no, it's not. And I was just like, okay. All right.
You didn't argue them?
But so we see that his eye sees all of the, I guess, future movements.
Well, yeah, like what's happening currently at the same time or whatever.
Yeah, so
So
you could see all the weak points.
So there's a reason why he's the leader of the Ryuzen,
Yeah.
because he kind of, leads. Like he
Yeah.
actually tells them,
So
okay,
he
do
just
this
kinda
at this point, do this at this
tacti-
point.
Tactically tells all of them to like hit the heads
Yeah.
in certain directions,
Mhm.
and then Asta hits it with the one clean
Yeah,
Shion.
Zeton. Yeah.
that's basically the whole chapter.
Yeah.
It was just to show how the Ryuzen work with, their
leader.
Their leader. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's using his manga Kyo Sharingan.
To see
To
everything.
predict everything.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool though. I like the way that it was.
The only thing is like
I like the
wanna
way
see,
it wasn't actually on his eye.
it was outside,
It was outside, like a ring floating outside.
Like
Also-
magic.
almost
Yeah.
like Alan's eye.
Sorry? Alan's eye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're ripping everything off nowadays, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
But no, I think the fact that he got that all-seeing eye, and
Yeah.
I've talked about this on previous pods, there should be other things
Like
Like-
that.
like that people can use,
Like artifacts or something.
or whatever
that
that
way.
was.
Yeah.
You know.
Millennium puzzles, bro.
Yeah.
They gotta, they gotta introduce the
The
Millennium
Egyptian
puzzles.
god cards.
Yeah. I mean, Asta's effectively a dragon slayer.
Not to?
Asta.
Oh, sorry. They're
I
very
mean,
similar.
Yeah.
They're
Power,
very
friendship.
similar.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah. Friendship.
Yeah, I mean, it was a decent chapter. What do you think's happening right after? Like, for sure they killed the dragon now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So now, like,
Asta's now the new legend from
Yeah.
he's the being that came down from the
Yeah.
heavens.
yeah, saved
Yeah.
them. It is that thing.
Yeah.
Everybody in that land's gonna love him, you know.
He's gonna get recognized as Hokage.
Hokage. yeah.
Fuck. Do we just drop this and my hero? No,
So next we have
Chainsaw Man?
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man was decent too, I think. It didn't have too much going on.
Not too much was going on.
Yeah.
Just your boy.
Yoshido's just like,
Yoshido's-
yo, stay away from my man.
Yeah. She was like,
Yeah.
yo, does he love me?
Yeah.
He's like, nah.
Yo,
bro."
stay
Yeah.
away from Denji.
Yeah.
Which is weird because he introduced them.
Yeah.
And then after he's just like, yo, stay away. Yo.
Yeah. But then at the end of the chapter,
There was, they showed Nayuta and
Go
Denji,
ahead. They do.
right? Because they're talking about,
Yeah.
And Nayuta's like,
go for this person or do this instead.
yeah.
something like that. I
But
don't
well,
remember.
she was like, I smell like a devil, like
Yeah.
a foul, like a really
Something
fucked
foul.
up.
Yeah.
And then Denji just like, man, I don't care. Like, he's like,
Yeah,
sad
he's,
and shit.
yeah,
So
he's
sad,
like,
yeah.
even if I want to get close with anyone, or even tell them on Chainsaw Man, you're just gonna fucking
Yeah.
fuck up their memories. Like,
Yeah.
man, what's the point? And
Yeah.
she's like, nah, like, they still love you for Chainsaw Man. Like,
Yeah, and then he's like,
yeah.
she like smacked his ass.
Yeah.
And then she's like, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
yeah,
I am the man.
yeah, yeah, literally. Like, I can do this. I just have to believe in myself.
And then so at the end of the chapter,
Who's that?
Bro. Somebody jumps
somebody jumps.
from the top of a building.
Yeah. I thought you were dropping a bomb. the way, because it sounded like a missile just going, and I was waiting for
Yeah.
the explosion.
Yeah. So we see
Just a bunch of people.
just standing
Yeah.
outside staring at
Stone cold face, just staring at Asa.
Asa, and then Yoru takes over, right? Immediately.
Yeah.
Does she?
I think so, because she's
I
like,
think
bro,
so.
like, shit's crazy.
But who's controlling these people?
Control devil. No, I'm just kidding. Probably famine devil.
It could.
How though?
It could
Their
be.
hunger.
Who's the
He
From
could
part
put it,
one.
He could pull it in that way.
Who's
from
in part
one? The one that was controlling all the people.
Zombie devil
Yeah,
from the beginning.
it could be.
I don't.
Right.
Did they bring him
It
back
could
again?
It could also be the Hell Devil too. No. The one that they fought in Hell.
No, that's tough. How
How did
would
he
you?
did he
did
die
they-
in hell?
Because you
Did
have
they
to kill the hell.
defeat-
I don't know.
Did they
No.
kill him?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I'm
No, they
tripping now.
don't. They don't.
I don't remember them actually. I just remember them getting washed in hell.
They did.
And then
They get pulled back.
Makima or whoever
Yeah,
pulls them
them
out.
back. That's all that happens.
Okay,
Like
okay,
quickly, they're like fuck.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Because people were dropping like flies in that
No,
show.
Yeah, yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
Just like this guy.
Yeah.
What if it's death?
That's crazy.
No shot.
It would make sense causing them to commit suicide.
How
but
you?
how does the
supposed
death
to get him?
You're so
How you
scared of
supposed to
death.
kill
that
the
you
death
just-
devil in hell, bro?
Exactly. That's what makes no
You
sense.
can't.
What if
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man did it?
No.
When?
I think
I don't
it
know.
makes more sense for the zombie devil to come back and just more. It's just more of a connection to part
Mhm.
one.
I think it's the famine devil.
Famine devil would be.
But
cool
why would
too,
the
'cause if
famine
she
devil now attack Asa
Asa, yeah, it is
when
weird.
they
but
had them in the aquarium trapped?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Circumstances have changed, maybe.
I think
Because we don't actually know the famine.
know what?
We don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we don't know her motives,
'cause
right? So.
maybe she was trying to push them in a way where Asa would kill Chainsaw Man for her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because we've seen how before that when you fight Chainsaw Man, like you might not make it out alive, right?
No, 100%.
Mhm.
100%.
So maybe she was trying to orchestrate it in that way, and
Yeah.
then because of what happened last chapter,
yeah.
they're kind of no longer. They're like literally not talking anymore.
Yeah.
But
Asa doing his own, and then Yoshida's with Asa. So
That's
maybe
true.
she's trying to orchestrate it in a way now that it's like try to bring it back.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
Makes sense.
but foul enough for Nayuta
To smell.
to smell it
Yeah.
and like just be like, yo, this is
Yeah.
some like real shit.
But the
Yeah.
way
It would have to be somebody who's
the
powerful.
way that she said it was foul to me, it seemed like when she smells one of the the four horsemen,
Mhm.
Yeah.
she's like just that she thinks they smell foul. Like
Because she
somebody
said
at
the
their
same thing
level.
about Asa, right? She's like, yo, she smells weird
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would make sense if it's one of the four horsemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
why
That's
not
what I
famine?
thought. Yeah.
Or
But I
death.
think the issue with death is too strong.
I think death is something that they work to after.
It's way too strong.
It's
Like,
something that they
who's,
can,
like a
how-
different part.
yeah.
N-
Or like
or
build
just
up
not
later,
at all.
Not
Or just not at all. Because, bro, how does the death devil die in hell? And
if-
also,
How is anything even strong enough to handle death?
exactly,
What if Chainsaw Man is it?
he's him.
Like Pochita?
Is the death devil
No, is the
No.
one that defeated the Death Devil
way back?
way back.
So then why is he rearing?
Why is it showing
Why
up
is
now?
he or she, they, them rearing their head now?
Yeah.
Not
Not in
since
part one.
I mean, you could say
We
the
saw the
same
death-
thing though, but like the other ones,
Like the famine one.
yeah.
Did we not see the death devil in hell?
But thing is, like,
No.
no. But you're correct. But it's because fear of death causes it to grow in power, right?
Uh-huh.
And-
Death was happening
With the gun
consistently.
devil,
Yeah, consistently throughout Chainsaw Man.
sure.
So if
And
that
also,
was the
like a
case,
fear of death is what you would say is like the number one
thing
fear.
for
Mhm.
everything. Where's the
Because
famine
everything,
devil?
anything that you're
probably
scared
waiting.
of could be you're scared of it because it could lead to your death.
Potentially,
you're-
yeah.
Everything's essentially a fear of
It
death.
stems from death, right?
Yeah.
So the famine devil was probably gaining power
Mhm.
all through part one, and now has enough power
To like act.
act. That's what I think. Right?
That's
Where's the death devil?
I
It
can,
doesn't make sense.
I can see the famine devil controlling them because, like you said, like make them hunger
yeah.
and they're hungry. They're
Hungry
hungry to
le-
eat on
But then
eat this devil or something.
but it's
No,
also
it leads them to the point of like they would
like they
rather
fiend.
they would rather kill themselves than be hungry. That's what it's.
That's
Oh,
true.
that too.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That too.
Yeah.
I mean,
When
there's
I- when I
still
saw that
there's
last
still the
panel
big
of them
question
standing-
about
like them all
what
standing
injured Pochita, right?
That's true.
Like
That's
that
true.
again?
Like, there's still the big question of what injured Pochita
In the first,
in the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
part.
Death devil. I can see that.
but he was
So
in
then-
the human world.
If
So
he had,
how?
So
but
then-
he could have just escaped. No.
Pochita escaped.
Yeah.
No, he.
Because we've seen that people can like you can
Leave
go
hell.
from hell and go.
Okay,
yeah.
sure.
So Pochita could have escaped.
That's true.
Okay.
That's at
true.
least that's what I thought. That was just like my
Yeah.
own fucking interpretation.
Headcanon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Well, okay. What if the fight? Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty accurate.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So
Interesting.
Because like they said, Chainsaw Man's like a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in part one.
Yeah.
mhm.
I just find it tough to believe that something would have killed him in hell, and then Pochita showed up in
The human.
human world. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all like I could see it where kind of like a Kurama situation,
Kurama who?
like from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay,
Where
explain
he-
for those
where
who don't know.
He was in the demon world and he
Mhm.
had he was getting chased,
Mm-hmm.
almost gonna die, and then he leaves the world, goes to the human world, and in Kurama's case, he inhabits a boy, becomes like
So, but like, well, then what's the
hides
whole
himself.
plot for them to go after Chainsaw Man? Is it like unfinished business?
Well, I think all the fourth horsemen, like it's kind of like we talked about this before, where they were kind of the top tier,
Yeah.
and Chainsaw Man's the only thing that they can actually be like that can actually kill
Threatened
them.
by.
Well,
So
Yeah.
they
we
want to
know-
get rid of Chainsaw Man.
We know the War Devil wants
Mhm. Right.
nukes and stuff to come back.
Yeah.
Right. So
'cause
what if the Chainsaw Devil or
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man ate something that they were like
They needed.
they needed? Yeah.
Mm.
And here's the other thing: like, if you're a devil in hell, like, if we assume that the death devil can't leave hell because of how strong it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's just nobody else there. Whenever Chainsaw Man dies and he ends up in hell,
Mm-hmm.
now he's like scared of Chainsaw Man and he needs to get rid of Chainsaw Man. So he'd rather kill him,
Kill him again.
have
and
him
then-
show up in the human world. But
Then
then you have
have
the
him-
you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
the devils in the human world don't want him there. They want him in hell, and then it's vice versa, right?
Yeah.
So they're just constantly
tossing it back
attacking
and forth.
him, just
Yeah.
trying to kill him, right?
Yeah, it's interesting because
Yeah.
like that fight. That fight has like you think that fight happens in hell then like Chainsaw Man and whoever goes to hell to fight death or it's death somehow comes
Yeah,
out
'cause
of
I would
hell.
I would want them to go back to hell
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
too. I would too.
because we didn't get enough time in hell, and
yeah.
there's so much they can explore with that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And even hopefully they go and see power or whatever
sure.
is in there. That'd be cool too.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me hoping for shit.
Yeah, no, I agree. They,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know.
anyways,
It's-
the end of the chapter when they were all standing there, I didn't think they were all trying to commit suicide. I thought they were homing in on her.
Yeah.
Like they were
Yeah.
brainless and they were just homing in on her.
Yeah.
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 So when they're all standing there, because you had the one guy fall and then
Yeah.
you just had them standing there, I didn't think they were just like trying to commit suicide.
yeah, yeah.
Because they're
No, I'm
hungry
saying the
and they'd
initial
rather
guy
kill
probably
themselves.
was, and then after that they're like hunger for.
I thought they
yeah.
were like hungry to eat her or
yeah,
whatever.
or something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
'cause, cannibalism or some shit.
Yeah,
That adds up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
cannibalism.
Anyways,
So
JJK.
What else? Are we already at JJK?
I think so.
Damn.
No.
I feel like
We're missing
something.
Gachikuta.
Gachikooters.
Yeah, but Gachikautea should be our headliner to JJK chapter was decent.
Yeah. So Gachikautea chapter 47.
Yeah, 47.
They're
So-
they're in like a diner bar
Yeah.
and
The narration is like
this
some
after the
random
little
dude.
guild thing, right?
mhm.
Yeah, but the narration is like some random dude, and he's just talking about how these givers,
Yeah.
yeah, that they only actually do one thing. And like I don't know the version that you guys read, but when I was reading it, that was emphasized that they only actually do one thing,
Which is
like kill aberrant beasts.
Yeah.
like that's their only job.
Yeah, that's the only thing they. Yeah.
Yeah. But so what was your interpretation of that?
That,
What did you think that meant?
like basically he was trying to take a stab at them as
That
like
they're like useless.
useless,
Okay.
right? Like other people do excel in different areas
Yeah.
in life, and
Well,
they
these guys just do one thing.
they
and,
only do one thing.
and that's all they can do.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well, yeah. So they're basically figuring out that there's some guy in a bar that sold
Just telling-
information
Yeah.
to these. What were they called again?
Sort of the end.
marauders.
The Marauders. That sold information to the Marauders.
Yeah,
And then Rudo walks away, or did he get knocked away?
He didn't knocked away. He was kind of just
away from them, and
yeah.
like,
He
sat down.
he just sat down because he's trying to figure out his own shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
Right.
And then he boy next to him starts talking.
yeah,
That was the clean transition actually.
yeah.
yeah.
Like
And
this
he's like-
random dude in a hood is just kind of talking. He's it shit happens, bro. Like it's just
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good, dude.
Don't stress.
Don't stress.
But just one thing I gotta tell you, I'm the leader of the Vandals.
Yeah,
Like-
you were about to say I'm the captain.
Yeah.
now.
I am the
Yeah.
captain.
He and this was the dude we saw last chapter. We were like, yo, who's this crazy ass
Yeah,
dude?
'cause
And
his
literally,
design looked cool,
bro,
like,
hand
his-
around Rudo's throat. He's like, bro,
Yeah,
I'm that guy.
yeah.
I am that guy.
Instantly,
So
and he,
so
bro, he
sneakily.
pulled
He
up
pulled
on
out the boots too.
yo,
Yeah.
he did, yeah.
Yeah.
He pulled the boots out.
Bro,
Yeah.
and the tension, bro, like
chain-
the,
the
the
chain-
art
Why?
style, fire.
Rude about to get fucked.
But the fact that this guy just
Cause
pulled
Engine
up like
and
that,
everyone else is
means
like
he's a
They don't
man,
know.
busy.
bro.
They're
Yeah,
busy
they don't
with
know.
that shit,
Nah, they know now. For sure, they know now.
I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
because it
He's
seemed
a
like,
menace, bro. I think.
but,
Yeah,
it,
okay,
but
hold
it
on,
seemed
you
like
think-
it seemed like they were having a conversation like this, like you and
Yeah.
me are next to each other,
Yeah.
and like let's just say Jigad's like
But fuck
like
that.
Yeah,
15 feet
Yeah,
away
yeah.
at
Yeah.
least,
yeah,
and my hands around your throat. I
Yeah.
pull out fucking boots out of my cloak.
yeah,
Engine's still fucking drunk out of his
yeah,
mind.
yeah,
Yeah.
The other guys are fighting and arguing amongst
Okay.
themselves
yeah.
So do you
But
think?
I think like
Why do you think he pulled out the boots?
No, I think he
to
announced
show
himself
him
though.
like, yo, motherfucker, I'm that shit.
But
And
I
you
think
know
he
who-
announced himself. Like he could take. He was so confident who he is
He
that he's
could-
like,
he
I
could
can
take
take everyone
everyone?
here.
Yeah,
but
no, of course.
do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think those boots are for him to put on Rudo?
They're almost boots
Yeah,
But why did he pull them out?
to show him that like, yo,
I already got these
I already got these. Like,
from you guys.
Hmm.
I just killed your girl,
Yeah.
bro.
Okay. and then it's gonna force Naruto into some rage.
Cause well, think about it. Yeah,
Well, we saw his
he's
heart
gonna
before.
fuck up
Remember?
his mental, right?
Remember, we saw his heart before. It's not a real heart,
Yeah.
bro. I'm telling you, he's not a real boy. Been saying.
Yeah.
I've been saying.
He's not Pinocchio, man.
He is, man.
His
He
nose
is.
starts growing.
He is. He's not a real boy. I'm telling you guys.
No, that's fair. But I thought because we don't really know the extent of those series.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
But-
I was just wondering if maybe like why the only reason he pulled out those boots is because he's gonna slap them on Naruto, and
And then what?
I don't know, it's gonna force him to do some shit. Cause we saw how when he was fighting Amo, he almost killed her and shit. And he was like in this like little rage thing, right?
Yeah.
He's like very negative guy.
but wouldn't Rudo be
But-
attacking the Vandal?
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is it because of the series? Like, does the series take a toll
Like
on
your
you?
mind?
Because even Amo was weird,
She was weird before.
Like,
she
you know
was-
she had
was weird
trauma and
before,
shit.
Yeah.
but she had looked at that trauma in like a weird way, and like she was like very happy, right?
Yeah, but
But
that had
that
nothing
was
to do with the
before.
series. That had
That
nothing
had
to do with the
the
series.
series.
Well, nothing that we know of yet, but it could have been like it could have just like warped her mind or something.
But she
I
was
don't
like
think so.
that
She was
before.
like that before. Yeah. I think you're
Okay.
you're reaching, bro.
Yeah, you pulled a
I'm just
hammy.
wondering. No, like I agree with what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
I'm not reaching. I'm just explaining. Like
No, the hammy's pulled, bro.
No, it's not, it's not a reach. I'm just wondering if you think there's any credibility to it.
No, I don't. I don't. I think to me that's a move of like dominance.
Like,
I'm-
slash,
yeah,
like
I'm the
I
guy.
am that guy.
I'm the
like
guy.
I know where you guys have been.
Yeah.
I just went to where y'all were,
Yeah.
Just-
Mhm.
killed this girl, took her boots, and you know who I killed, and I'm gonna do the same to you.
Well, because when we talked about it a few chapters ago, it was the guy with the dreadlocks that
Yeah.
was there
Yeah.
from that they fought before,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
thought that he was the one.
That killed her.
That-
And he probably did. But he could give it to his leader.
yeah,
He didn't have boots on him when they showed him.
Right.
Like he did. He could have put them in his
I mean,
backpack,
yeah, I
bro.
mean,
like there's so
yes.
many places to store.
Yeah.
We don't know. Like so many jinkies do so many different things.
But that's the other thing though. So, like, how do we know those are her boots?
You think they're
This-
different boots?
Yeah, because like when I read it, I didn't think it was her boots. I thought like this guy.
Also had boots.
Yeah, because like this thing with series, like we don't really know too much about this.
Yeah, but
Are
the
they
way,
mass produced?
but
like,
they don't
you know?
seem like they are. They
Yeah.
seem rare.
mm-hmm.
So far to us, it's something that's
to an
scarce.
extent. Yeah.
So we would assume that they're her Amo's boots.
yeah.
Sure.
You know, like if they were a different color, if there was anything different about them,
Yeah,
then you could argue that there's something else. But they're the exact
Mm.
same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
following what happened previous chapter,
Yeah.
like it
It
all
just like
adds up.
tides. Yeah.
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 I thought so because like when we talked about it last time, remember I was saying how that panel of the dreadlocks guy was just like a random takeaway panel. Like
Yeah.
it didn't have to he wasn't
Yeah.
the one that showed up on
Yeah,
Alamo.
but now
So that's like I think to me it seems like this guy was there, took it straight from Amo. I don't know if he.
why would he do that?
It was just those events going from him, like the dreadlock guy taking it from her,
Yeah.
and then giving it to him,
Yeah.
and then him pulling up on Rudo now.
No, but how do you know he even like had it on him?
Who?
It looked as though he pulled it out of thin air.
No, that's true. No,
Mm,
that's
The
true.
That
shoes
is
looked like
true.
he pulled it out of thin air, bro.
Yeah.
That is
So
true.
it could have been like a storage jinky. He has some next dimensional storage. Like there's
That's
so
true.
many
Yeah.
different factors we're not accounting for, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And he's not there by himself. He's got one dude with him too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, in the background was lyricking.
That's what I mean. It's about to be on smoke everywhere.
Fuck. This bar is
that's
about to get
Do
destroyed.
you
Yeah.
think he's gonna be able to, or do you think it's gonna be one of those situations where he's kind of talking to Rudo and he's like, "If you say anything to anyone, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah. Or
But
he's
see,
I need you
gonna
to do this for me." And then
See,
Rudo does it, and it's kind of like
You know what this kind of reminds me of?
pushes him borderline.
It reminds me of Shigaraki from
when
My
he
Hero.
had like his hand
Why?
around Deku.
Yeah, he had his hand around Deku, and they're sitting in the center of the mall,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he's talking to him. And he's like, "Look, I can kill you right now, but you
Like
know."
don't scream or anything. I'm gonna
exactly,
kill you. Like
exactly.
Mm.
That's what that kind of reminds me of.
Like the way I explained it, or the way like it's showing in
No,
the
the way
manga?
it's showing in the manga. That if
Okay.
that's what they're doing,
yeah, I can totally see him say like threaten that he's gonna kill like Amo. Like you
Whatever.
know,
Like he has
like
her.
he has her.
Yeah,
like
that makes sense.
I'll kill Amo if you don't
do
do what I
XYZ.
say or
Yeah.
whatever. You know, like they could spin it that way too.
Okay.
It could even just be like the people in the bar. Like they could just
Yeah.
say, "Okay, I'm gonna kill."
Because
Like,
do you think like shit hits the fan right now?
I would love,
Or
I
more
would love
like
for it to hit the
He's
fan.
gonna force Rudo to make some questionable decisions.
No,
Maybe even lead to another member's death,
I would,
and then have
yeah.
Rudo like learn from his mistakes.
That'd be dope. But we've already seen, like, I know you love trauma and you love giving people trauma, like in anime. But like, he's been through
In
enough
real life,
trauma. Like,
Fuck.
He's been through enough trauma. I think we don't need to give him more.
Yeah.
I think this is to see, because we actually haven't seen how strong
Well,
people are in this world at all.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, we've kind of seen a vandal, like one vandal, right? But this kind of show like how far this guy is above everyone.
Sure.
Well,
But then why did he leave and not just fuck them all up and kill them all? That's what I'm wondering. Like, because it's like,
Because they're
what's the scope of this anime?
because
then?
what's his name?
If
the
they fight
leader,
now?
the leader of the janitors probably shows up.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's like, what are the chances of
Yeah.
Exactly. And then
and
that's-
we see their fight.
because this is
No,
like a
it-
break moment, right?
yeah.
Where like the janitors are kind of on break. They're
Off guard.
So you
Yeah, they're-
think he shows up and then this guy leaves?
yeah.
well, I mean,
Like he's stronger?
No,
the leader
but,
of the
no,
janitors is stronger?
but it's enough where he's like, it's not worth it for me to continue fighting.
I see.
the risk to
Yeah.
reward type of
Yeah,
situation
is no longer
Sure.
viable. And at that point,
Okay.
maybe he's already got his point across to Rudo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I just see this interaction with him and Rudo. Like, even if they do go into this fight,
mm-hmm.
I just think like this small interaction between him and Rudo, it's gonna push Rudo in a certain direction.
Yeah.
Whether I don't
Like,
know
it's
whether
gonna sway him.
I don't know whether that's like him finding a goal for himself,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, yo, like I need to
No, because right now Rudo's only aligning with the janitors because they
because
can get
the
him back
goals
to
of-
heaven.
yeah,
yeah.
But if this guy's like, yo, I can take you back to heaven,
like right
Yeah.
he just switch up.
now, right now.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm, like it's so easy for this to be that moment
Yeah,
where
no, it makes sense.
it
makes
actually
sense.
pushes him in a direction where actually like seeing where he's gonna go now.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, I think that's the end. No, I'm just kidding. We have Jujutsu Kaisen, chapter 215, 216, 214.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the
I
numbers.
can't remember.
It'll be plugged somewhere there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Somebody correct me.
It'll be there. I think the description and the red bar thing.
Making this harder for us. You gotta put numbers in there now, man.
Yeah.
We just watch we just read the chapters.
Yeah. Fuck no. So this chapter opens up right where we left off, and Sukuna takes a nice big bite out of Hana.
Yeah.
Yo, she is
Yeah.
dumb, dude. She
Han-
is
Han-
dumb.
He's
Han-
hungry.
A Han burger.
That was.
You said he's
strike.
hungry too, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, I'm gonna do this pod by myself.
Then he just tosses her aside. And then
Yo,
the
I
fucking
know that's
funniest-
so
the
funny
fu-
and so
they put
disrespectful.
the bubble splat.
Bro,
Yo.
but the
Yo,
thing is, the
so
way he tossed
disrespectful.
her, like,
'Cause it's
her
a
arm's
moment-
gone, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, peace.
It's almost like a moment of silence though, because like just watching or reading the chapter,
yeah.
because you're just watching her fall and then splat,
Splat.
and then that's it. Like
yeah.
no other information
About her,
that whole situation.
Bro,
Yeah.
our
It's just
poor-
like, okay, she's
Dude,
probably
dude.
dead.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Move
yeah.
on to the next
our
one.
poor boy
Yeah.
Yuji had
And
to
he's
see
watching
that.
it happen, right? Because
Yeah.
we come to his perspective after he throws her.
Yeah.
And Yuji's just like, just staring at it, just like, what the fuck am I watching right now,
Yeah.
right? And then
I just find that so just weirdly characterized by like for Hana to just from last chapter to just go and be like, no, Megami, like I'm here.
Yeah.
Like just be pumping so easily.
Yeah.
easily.
And then
yeah.
just get like thrown like a rag. Like she deserves
She
dying like
deserves
this.
Yeah, she deserves.
She
that
deserves
shit.
dying like
Yeah.
this. Like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
no,
There's no way
sorry.
you like you haven't
There's
seen
no
enough
sorry.
exorcism movies.
Yo, word.
where they be faking shit like that,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they're like, "Nah, bitch," like, and they
That's
fuck
actually
you
a
up.
perfect analogy.
Yeah.
It's like
Yo, it
the
is.
exorcism
It is.
movie.
And the
Yeah.
splat though, like that noise. Like I feel like Gage picked splat
Yeah,
because that's the noise you pick when you squish a bug.
yeah,
Wow.
And like Sukuna's like, nah, you
yeah.
insect.
Wow.
That's what I felt like.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
And then Yuji just, I guess he jumped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yo, it was kind of weird.
Because Yuji got
He
angry.
jumped. He
Yuji
He
got-
jumped
Yeah.
onto
Yeah.
the building, and you can see the building's like crumbling
Yeah.
where he landed.
And then he jumps.
And then he
again.
jumps again, and
And the
whole
building
building
breaks.
just
Jumps
collapses.
in one
Yeah.
chapter from Yuji.
But he collapsed the whole
No.
thing.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. No,
That's
because he got
crazy.
pissed. Like
He has no fingers in him.
The
Yeah.
way he, I know.
That's
Yeah.
that's the thing, though.
That's crazy.
That's what's the crazy part.
Yeah.
And then he goes immediately at Sukuna.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've
So
been
then-
waiting for this. Like he got
so
he got
this
his
panel
dog
here,
in him,
right?
right? He got
Mirrors.
that dog in
Huh?
him.
It mirrors the colored page, right?
Does it?
So there's a colored page where Yuji's grabbing Sukuna's neck,
Yeah.
and Sukuna's grabbing Yuji's neck.
Yeah.
And then this double spread,
Shows
Yuji's holding Sukuna's neck, and Sukuna's holding Yuji's neck.
Okay. Okay. What I was gonna say though, so in this panel, right? Does he cause Sukuna to crash through the building?
I think so.
Because how do they
right?
end up on the? They end up on the street, right?
Because the building,
Does it collapse?
It collapses, I
Like he
think.
pushes him through, or what?
I think so.
'Cause
Because
the-
he
I
threw a
thought
fucking.
transition
I thought that was
was
when Sukuna started fighting him.
Oh, they
Because
break the building.
Yuji hadn't like actually done anything to Sukuna yet.
Yeah, but they kind of grabbed each other, and then the next panel is them like,
Going through something.
yeah,
And then Yuji throws like a wall or something at
which
him.
was crazy because Sukuna's mid convo.
I thought it was a car.
No,
No, it was like a
It
wall.
was mid convo. He like
Yeah.
slides on. He's like this brat, and he's like
Yeah.
right here, and I'm like,
Yeah.
jeez,
Then
Louise.
Yuji grabs like a
pole.
pole with cement on it.
Yeah.
And just whoops it at Sukuna.
But he misses.
Yeah.
That bro, the fight choreography
It's crazy.
went ham.
It's
It
crazy.
went
ham.
fire, bro.
And everyone's just saying like, "What's Yuji without Sukuna?" Like,
Yeah.
this is Yuji without
yeah,
Sukuna. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
And then they have a
like we knew that he was physically gifted.
Yeah,
He's
for
already
sure.
getting stronger while
we did.
he's doing
Yeah.
all
he's
this.
doing
Yeah,
this whole time. Yeah.
I don't know why a lot of the people like in the community just thought Yuji was gonna be like a C tier sorcerer all of a sudden.
I don't know.
Because a lot of the shit like Yuji was doing it himself.
I think they were expecting.
It wasn't really.
That's the thing. People didn't see that, right?
Yeah.
People thought that it was the
Sukuna was
15
just gassing him
fingers
up.
that
Yeah,
were like
yeah.
no, the 15 fingers were
Yeah.
gassing him up.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
unintentionally, I guess. But
Nah, they
But we
wrong.
see a panel
They wrong.
where Sukuna is like,
Kenjaku.
this
No.
brat is from back then.
this brat is from back then.
And then he goes, Kenjaku's disgusting,
or
which
like
is like,
yeah, or
or
twisted. Yeah.
which was like, so for one, it's so Kenjaku's been working on creating a Yuji from
Back then,
back when Sukuna and Kenjaku met.
probably.
And then
And that's
Because the thing
well,
is,
that's
we
the whole
talked
thing
about
we were
this
talking
before
about.
because
That
we
was the
never
whole-
saw his mom pregnant, right?
not even that,
Yeah.
but that was the whole thing we talked about. I want to say maybe 2 podcasts ago,
okay,
where about Kenjaku's whole plan, and him creating Yuji as a vessel
Yeah,
was meant for Sukuna to, be in there.
like reincarnate into.
Yeah, like to have because he.
but then
needed
why
it
would he leave?
with culling games and all this stuff? Like it's all that shit.
Yeah, but then why would Sukuna leave?
'Cause
Yuji.
Well, it doesn't matter what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
He just needed Sukuna to be in Yuji's body for him to trap Gojo and all. Like it's literally all that he planned out,
Yeah.
right? But Sukuna, like the thing is, he's not putting it together. He's like, damn, like this guy like did it in this way.
So I had read a theory, and I don't know how credible it is, but it was just like that.
no, it's a theory.
Huh?
No, it's a theory.
Yeah, that Yuji is the humanity that Sukuna had discarded.
I saw that as well.
Yeah,
Because it's a part of his soul that
it's
he.
a part of his soul that he
Yeah.
left behind.
Yeah.
Because then
So
why?
you're saying
that-
Kenjaku used that to
yeah,
form?
Yuji, and that's why
Yeah.
he's so sturdy and everything.
Hmm.
Like that's why
Yeah.
he's able to contain Sukuna because he's
Yeah.
fundamentally actually a part of Sukuna.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and
I
because
see
that's
that.
why when Sukuna says he's from back then,
Yeah.
it's a reference
That's
to
fair.
maybe that
Yeah.
Mhm.
because of how long ago he had ascended from
Yeah.
being a human.
Mhm.
When I read it, I kind of thought like Sukuna was just
Well, what if it's a bloodline thing? What if? Because this whole time we've been saying that there's some similarity between Yuji and Sukuna.
Yeah,
That like even when you look at Sukuna's old like character design, it was
Yeah.
relatively close to Yuji in terms of at least hair,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it was like, what if Yuji's just a like
a great
Kenjaku
like a descendant.
found?
like he's a real man or whatever.
Yeah,
Kenjaku found the lineage, where it went.
Yeah.
and then fucked the shit out of
The newest member,
and then
newest generation person, and then yeah.
And that was Yuji's dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
because surely
Yeah.
Sukuna knows that Kenjaku, because if they
Yeah,
get all
yo,
the memories,
Yeah.
it's
when
kinda-
Yuji unlocked that memory of like his parents,
Yeah.
then Sukuna also knows that memory.
Yeah. That's
it's
true,
kind of
that's true.
weird because Sukuna sees everything that Yuji sees.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Sukuna was there when Tengen was talking about Kenjaku's whole plan and how like
Mhm.
like when he did this like the body switches or whatever became his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was when Tengen was talking about it, right?
No, that was when Yuta stabs Yuji
Yeah.
and he gets knocked out.
Yeah.
And he has like this random flashback.
Yeah. And he wakes up
Okay.
from it.
Okay. So then, but that means like Sukuna would have
Yeah,
that knowledge.
That's
He
what
would,
right?
that's what I just said.
That's what you
Yeah,
said.
yeah. Okay.
Thanks, bro.
No, because I was just I was just like making I was making sure.
I was like, where are you going with this, bro?
No. I was because I was just talking to someone and
Yeah.
we were just talking about like what was he really referencing
Yeah.
in that point.
Like, was he referencing just Yuji's sturdiness from way back? Like,
Yeah, like-
from beginning of the season.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like
'Cause
we were
I-
talking
I
about
read
what
it
is he really
Because when I
referencing?
had read it,
in
I was
the
like, okay,
story.
maybe he's referencing that, but no way.
Because
like,
everyone has their
even-
own interpretation of
Even Yuji, beginning a story, yeah, he was physically gifted,
yeah.
but he wasn't that level.
No, he
Like
wasn't.
jumping buildings
'Cause,
in a
like-
single bound, bro.
Because
That's Superman,
Because
bro.
that was a question. It was like, what's like, why is this kid so strong right now?
Yeah.
Right. And then
Yeah.
it was like, oh, okay, because this kid's from back then.
Yeah. So then
So here's what I thought. I thought it was more like, not like he's from back then, like the kid, like Kenjaku had modified this body, created this or did this in a way
yeah.
specifically for that, and Sukuna's just finally putting that piece together.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the way I saw it.
But then
yeah.
I feel like he would already know because of the memories, right?
I think, well, it's tough to say because it's like,
Yeah.
does Sukuna have access to his memories,
It-
or is
yeah.
Sukuna just seeing everything that Yuji sees, and he's
I
like
think
a
it's
backseat
access to
driver?
memory.
Yeah.
I think it's
Because
you have access to the
yeah.
memories.
They told us
'cause-
already.
Look at Megumi's sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dude had access to all
Memory.
her memories, so he could
Yeah.
mimic her. Same thing with Sukuna, or you would
Okay.
assume at least
Sure.
same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It should
it'd
be.
be
at
safe to
least.
assume.
It should.
Yeah.
Yeah. Safe to assume. Yeah.
And I guess
Okay.
this is the first time Sukuna seeing like Yuji outside of his body.
Yeah, but that's
Mhm.
what I thought was weird because he would have. Why would he be like, oh, that brat back then? Like what's changing this? Like why didn't he know this
Like
before?
realized before
Yeah,
that he's from back
yeah.
then.
Maybe that
Yeah.
memory though, the one with Kenjaku and Yuji's parents.
But that happened so long ago.
Well,
No, I
relative to the
think-
story, that was like 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago.
Okay, sure. Like with the pacing that they're going.
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Sure.
No, but I think it's because he finally saw him, like because he switched
He's actually seeing him from outside.
outside in, yeah, that he was able to kind of put it together a little bit.
I think he was just more so realizing that. I think when he said back then,
Mm-hmm.
I think it might have been when he decided to hop bodies
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that Yuji actually kept. Because remember how we were talking about how there might be possibilities for
He kept
different-
CT.
Yeah,
They kept the CT.
like he kept his some cursed energy or whatever. Like he leached
Oh,
off
okay.
whatever he could,
Yeah.
right? And because then also right after Sukuna was like, wait, like, why is he surviving this shit?
But
But that
not
he
right
kinda
does
after.
is, like,
He says, "Oh, this kid's from back then." Then he says, "Kenjaku's twisted."
Yeah,
So-
which is pretty weird for Sukuna to say
To
somebody's
say
twisted.
that, yeah.
Because do you think they could both be from two? Like he could be. It's two different trains of thought.
No, it's the same.
I
train
think it
of
was the
thought.
same train of
Because
thought.
they were in two different
Yeah.
panels.
No,
because
because
It was
it
literally
follows. It follows. Why is this kid so strong right now? Oh, it's because he's from back then. Kenjaku's a twisted motherfucker.
Yeah, some shit like
I
that.
see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then so like you were saying, we
He's just fighting him,
Sukuna starts using cleavage, right?
Yeah.
And you just gets hit by it,
and he survives.
and then
keeps walking forward.
they start talking, and they have this moment where Yuji's just like questions him. He's like, "Yo, like what the fuck's wrong with you?" Right?
Yeah. Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
And then they start talking about misery,
Yeah.
and then Yuji's like, "All right, well, let's see if you can take on my misery."
just
Yeah.
just real quick though, right?
yeah,
I thought it was really interesting that because as a reader, you're so like immersed in this fight
mm-hmm.
between Yuji and Sukuna
Mm-hmm.
that you're like, oh, like what's gonna happen next, right?
Yeah.
But with one sentence,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
right? Yuji's like, oh yeah, like I forgot you're all curses,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? And you're kind of like, oh shit, like this is only one curse of so many. So like you were so immersed in this fight, and then it kind of gives you that moment of like, oh shit, like he's only one curse.
mm-hmm.
Other curses could be like getting to this level and shit too.
yeah.
This is like such a huge problem, right? Kind of refocuses your attention of like curses are the biggest issue.
the
you know what I
issue.
mean?
Yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, you could say it kind of, like you're sucked in and it kind of pulls you back a little bit.
yeah.
It gives
To
you that
just
oh
kinda-
shit moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
The dialogue was nice.
Well,
It
you-
between
was.
just
them.
It
'cause-
was.
Because it's kind of like who's that? Junpei,
Junpei.
Junpei?
the guy
Yeah.
that dies before.
Yeah.
It to me it feels like it brought you back to that.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
Yuji, because
Yeah,
the
it
way
did.
Yuji
It
felt
did.
when
It
he
did.
like
Yeah.
died and how he felt
With,
and
like,
stuff.
Mahito and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But, like, that's
because since then we've been so deep into like curses and like the world and what's happening that Yuji just hasn't really had a chance for like a breather or even a thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
But-
when him saying like, okay, like I forgot he's just a curse and shit,
Yeah.
it kind of
It does.
Yeah.
he,
It does.
he started feeling like this was normal when it's like this shit's
Yeah.
not normal.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that their dialogue also reminded me kind of how Yuji and Mahito's dialogue always goes,
Yeah.
particularly in like their ending Shibuya fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like the same thing. He asks him a question. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" And Sukuna's just like, "Yo, like you guys are just weak motherfuckers. Like just live in your weak shit,
Yeah.
right?
Bro, yeah.
Like, why do you guys cling on
Struggle,
to shit?
like, why
Or,
do you guys
struggle?
Why do you,
Yeah.
like, why do you think you even have rights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you guys are so weak. Like, if I just flick you, you die. Like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Ningen.
Yeah, literally hit him with that.
and then Yuji just like, fine, like let's see if he can take on my misery.
Yeah.
And then he starts walking forward, and Sukuna's just continuously hitting Yuji with
Yeah.
cleavage.
And he's like
Yeah.
shook.
And, like like his ear gets sliced off.
Gets that
Yeah.
Thorfinn treatment.
Thorfinn, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, damn, Thorfinn. And just like all over Yuji's body, just slashes
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's just
That panel looks sick.
It's
Crazy
crazy.
panel.
because he's just continuing to walk
Yeah.
forward,
Yeah.
just straight face,
Yeah.
just no fucks given. And then Sukuna's just like, yo, what the fuck is happening? Like, cause you kind of
there's
see
no
his
way.
like hand kind of
Yeah.
do something.
Yeah, he's like, there's no way this guy's surviving this.
Like,
And then he's
yeah.
like, oh wait, the fucking Fushiguro.
Yeah,
you know?
he's like my curse energy is being
Output is
the
depleting.
output is depleting.
Yeah.
And then he's like, God damn it,
Like
Megumi."
Megumi stopping him
Yeah,
from
he's
within.
like stopping him from
Yeah.
within.
And like that's what I was saying.
Bro, and then he gets decked. Come on.
Oh yeah, Yuji just gets
Fucking
close enough to just
clocks him.
clocks him.
Yeah.
Yo,
But-
perfect form too. You see,
Yeah.
other hand was up too.
Yeah.
Everything. He was ready for the counter.
But yeah,
But-
with Megumi, like that's what I was saying. Where like whether the Fushiguro clan
Yeah.
built in a
Something
failsafe,
fail safe.
Yeah.
yeah, to like further go into that theory, right?
My
That's true.
man Fushiguro saw Yuji getting his shit
but what I'm
like cut up, and he's like, "Yo, I gotta help my bro."
Yeah.
But if you think if it's not technique passed down for the Fushiguro
Yeah.
lineage or
Mhm.
whatever, do you think Megumi is just pulling some like he's doing some shit
Well, I mean,
himself?
Didn't you
Yeah.
also say like two pods ago or something that like it could be because of his 10 shadows control that he can maybe control him better.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
So like, what if it's just something like that? But
Because I feel like
yeah,
it
I
had,
don't know,
if it's not that like
clan
clan
related.
thing,
Mm-hmm.
Sukuna would have a good guess like estimate of Megumi's power,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and he'd be okay. Like there's the reason why he thought like he could take over then.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but it could also be like a miscalculation because he thought like they explained it last chapter I think, where the reason why he chose this moment is because
His soul was broken.
Megumi's like fragile at that point,
Yeah.
right?
So then,
But he could have misjudged that, and Megumi wasn't actually fragile.
well, no, he could have been. He could have been broken.
but it could have been just like
then
a split second.
this
But
Yu-
he's like reasonable
This
enough.
Hana stuff plus the Yuji stuff happening, it could have
Oh,
just
it
reeled
snaps
him
him
back
back,
in,
right?
reeled
like
him back in,
like-
especially the Yuji stuff. I could
Yeah.
totally see that. reeling him
right?
back
Because like
in.
the motherfucker is so protective over
Yeah.
Yuji. This
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
series, like
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
of Jujutsu Kaisen, he's
Yeah.
always given so many fucks about
Yeah.
Yuji's
Mhm.
I can see
mental.
him like snapping back. Like
So what do we
just like
think? So we think Yuji is like, why is his body so sturdy? Like, why is he able to do all this?
I
superhuman
think
shit?
this whole time Kenjaku's been trying to create
that. Perfect vessel.
a perfect vessel.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
even all the way back then, like with Sukuna around.
Yeah.
And it could even lead into the factor that you're saying, how like it could be like us part of his soul that he discarded,
that he discarded. Yeah.
and he could have just been like, okay, let
Yeah,
me
that's
take
cool.
that soul
That's a
and
cool
like
theory.
Yeah.
whip some
Yeah.
shit up, right?
Yeah.
And it could also be a thing where Kenjaku found the lineage of the whatever Sukuna's
Mhm.
bloodline was,
Mhm.
and just, you know,
So next,
just to add to it,
yeah.
right?
So next chapter, you think we get UGCT reveal finally?
I hope so. Like
Wh-
we'll see like Megumi kind of restraining Sukuna. Maybe we might even some inner dialogue, inner
Yeah.
space thing.
Oh,
between
that's what I
him-
was saying. I was
between
like,
him
what
and
if it goes
Sukuna.
into his innate domain,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
Sukuna's innate domain, and like we see like
it's gonna be it's
them
gonna be like a.
talking.
You think it's gonna be different though?
Well, I mean, it should be the same innate domain, but
Yeah.
it should be
But do you think-
Megumi body.
Yeah.
But do you think the environment will look different?
No.
Like
It should be the same
should
because
be
it's
the
his
same.
innate domain.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that there could be sections of the background
Megumi's
that
that's
might
like
look
leaking
different.
in or something.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that's yeah.
Because they could make a binding
Just
vow as
just
well,
something
right?
something to show why Yuji was like the perfect candidate for Sukuna,
Mm.
Mhm.
right? Like
Yeah.
he might have to hop back in, but he can't, right?
Yeah. But like, yeah, we don't even know if like Megumi's like he has the ability to completely
Suppress him or anything.
suppress him
Yeah.
and take
They might
control.
have to just
Like, it-
chain
it
him
might-
up and
like
or
what he's
something.
doing right now might be like the most that he could do, right? Like just
Yeah.
like the output,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
And then at least I guess Yuji would have a goal then,
Mhm.
because you know how like last chapter they kind of, or 2 chapters ago, they crushed any like goals or dreams
Yeah.
he had to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
it's kind of like he like Sukuna fucks off and then with Megumi,
Yeah.
and then he's like, I need to get my homie back.
But
Yeah.
bro, if Megumi dies, Sukuna dies too.
Mm-hmm.
So then,
What? There's 5 fingers unaccounted for.
yeah, that's true. But I mean, he would only ever be as strong as 5 fingers.
5
though.
fingers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's still other people we can account for, right? Like,
Yeah.
like
I'm still shocked that Hana just fucking died like that.
You guys are like not considering the fact that Miwa could pull up at any second.
so Miwa could pull up. Technically,
Nobara's gonna pull up.
she could technically pull up.
Nanami's pulling up.
Maki?
Nanami is
Maki?
dead.
No, he's pulling up.
Maki, if she could, Maki could have like recovered by now. Takaba could pull
Takaba.
up.
Junpei's pulling
Uh,
up.
Shut up.
Higgy's still in the colony.
Yoryuza.
Yoryuza's still in the colony.
Yeah.
Um,
Hajime.
Hajime and Hikari could pull
Hikari,
up, right?
yeah.
Like there could
There's so many people.
so many people could just end up pulling up right now,
Yeah.
right? To help Yuji in this situation.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like,
What do you think Sukuna?
Because the thing is, Yuji.
In
I
Megumi's
don't know if
body.
you guys noticed. Sorry, go ahead.
say that again.
What do you think Sukuna's gonna do in Megumi's body? Like knowing that Megumi is resisting him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, what do you think his next plan of action is? Do you think he's gonna try to
Maybe
just go
grab
back
a
in
couple
Yuji,
more fingers.
right?
Yeah.
To over like fully suppress him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know if you guys I'm sure you guys noticed
Mm-hmm.
the hole in Yuji's chest
Mm-hmm.
was healed
Yeah, I don't think it was
Yeah.
a hole, bro.
It wasn't a hole. There wasn't a hole.
when he
It,
got.
It was,
it was
like
it was a blow.
it was like he
Like,
hit
he got
him
pushed?
and
Yeah.
the concussive force ripped
Yeah,
the
like,
back
it ripped-
part
it
of his
ripped his
t-shirt.
shirt.
open.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
okay.
see his skin. Like it's not a hole through him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he got like
No. Yeah,
punched through.
because I know you guys had
No.
talked about it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I looked at the scan and I'm like, no,
Mhm.
like it's just
It's
'Cause
just
I-
his t-shirt
Okay.
ripping, right?
So
Yeah.
I was guessing like some reverse
Yeah.
curse.
A lot of
technique
people
stuff.
thought that.
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
but like when you look at the panel, like when he hits him, it just looks
Yeah.
like his t-shirt blew
it looks
open.
yeah,
Okay.
it literally looks like
okay,
it ripped.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But our boy Higgy's still in the colony, bro.
Yeah, he is.
We didn't even consider that guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Pulls up, casts his
And
domain.
there could be so many too.
Casts his domain. He pulls out that fucking sword. That's a one-tap sword.
Yeah.
Just him and Yuji trying to hold off. That could go hard.
Yeah.
it depends. The thing with Higgy, though, it depends on who he's fighting, really.
Sukuna. that's
Sukuna has so
perfect.
many
That's
crimes.
Perfect. He's a perfect person. to be
No,
fighting.
but as long as you're like truthful and shit, then it doesn't really
But
matter.
Yuji was truthful, and that gave him the executioner blade,
yeah.
right?
But because Yuji didn't lie, he didn't lose his curse energy. Right? Because it was like something.
well, technically Yuji did lie, because Higgy was like, "Yo, I have all the information.
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah.
actually do it. I don't know why you're saying you did."
Yeah. But he's like, damn, you're actually such a good guy and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where.
So
the
what was the
conclusion
criteria for him to remove his cursed energy then?
I think
I
can't-
thought it was
can't
like you
recall.
can't lie.
Oh well, cause
Like,
did
sincerely
he
lie, I
lie
guess.
with the first? The first
No.
one was like, did you
No.
go into like that
Like he was
the
he was
bar
he was
or
truthful
whatever?
like the whole, because technically he was truthful, but it was his truth. Like when he lied about whatever that lie was, he just blamed himself for whatever it was.
It
No,
was.
I'm
it
talking
was
about the
because of
bar.
Sukuna killing
No, no, I'm
everyone.
t-
Yeah, like
Cause-
it wasn't
yeah.
really him.
No,
Yeah.
because
But
there's a
Yuji felt
different.
like it
They
was
did a
his
different
fault.
trial first.
Yeah,
it was
they
like them. Like, did you go into like the bar or something like that, right? Like
Yeah.
where like an underage kid can't go
Yeah,
into.
yeah.
And Yuji just like said no or something.
But he actually did.
But he
go or
actually
something. Yeah,
did
he
go
did lie
in.
about that. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like I don't know. It was some shit like that.
I think that's what stripped his seat. I don't know. It was some shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, I hope it's
'Cause, I mean, just
Hajime.
the
and we
the
see
relevance
his-
from that what we just talked about. Him fighting Sukuna, I don't see him doing anything because Sukuna.
But
what does he have to lie
Hajime,
about?
bro.
But the one
We'll be
tap
there
blade
soon.
would be pretty fucking like if Yuji and Higgy are fighting at the same time, he just has to touch Sukuna
Yeah.
with that blade.
Yeah.
Yuji's gonna be like, no, you don't do it because Megumi's body.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And that gets Higgy killed. And then that's another person that Yuji has to be like, damn, I got that dude killed too.
Yeah.
So you can throw trauma at this
Trauma.
boy. You can you can throw trauma at this boy, but I can't.
Because you're always.
Yeah, you OD on trauma, bro.
Hey,
yeah,
man.
no, Hajime could pull. like,
Yeah.
he's definitely a candidate too. That
100%.
has
Hajime's like top, like number one candidate to pull up.
Because, like,
maybe
he-
Utah.
the fucking CT, bro. Like,
Yeah.
he's been hiding it this whole time. It's a
Yeah.
one-use fucking CT.
Yeah,
Dude,
we need to see
bro,
it.
I bet you I bet you we don't even see it.
He
Yeah.
casts it, goes off screen, and
Look,
then
bro,
he's dead.
bro.
He dies. and he
Exactly,
dies.
bro. That'd be the
It
most.
clashes at the
That'd be
same
the most
time.
gay shit ever.
Yeah.
The most gay shit ever, bro. Like the 3
100%.
domains, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking same shit,
Cuck
man.
just cuck everyone.
Yeah.
And the chapter with the name of his technique, and then doesn't even hit.
Next chapter, he's just dead on the
Yeah.
ground. Sukuna standing over him. Fuck no, cause
Nah, that was a good chapter.
yeah,
A solid chapter. Finally seeing Yuji like
do something.
actually step up and
Yeah.
do something.
He's getting MC vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if we don't get his curse technique in like this little
Mm-hmm.
mini fight arc thing that we're having.
Word.
Yeah.
But do you think Sukuna's gonna jump back or no?
Into
To
Yuji?
Yuji?
Yeah.
No.
Personally,
No
yeah.
I think
chance.
it's done.
No chance. You think Yuji's gonna bite off one of his fingers and be like,
I
nah?
mean, I feel like you have to turn it into an
No.
object
Yeah.
first, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I could see the whole thing where Yuji go eats the other 5, and then we get 2
Why?
Sukunas
Why Yuji though?
because he can suppress them.
But wouldn't I think it makes more sense if Sukuna in Megumi's body goes to get
No,
Find the
this is to
5
this
to,
is
like-
to prevent.
Yeah, but Yuji
But
doesn't
then it'd
even,
become
Yuji
a
doesn't
race
even know
for
where to look
fingers,
or
right?
anything. Sukuna
Well,
is
Sukuna can
almost-
resonate with
Exactly.
it.
Yeah, that's true.
exactly.
It would be a race for fingers, but it would
Yeah.
completely change the the
Like,
vibe again.
and the pace.
And he's known for doing that,
That's true. But
right?
yeah, that is true. But then that means that Kenjiku's delaying his plans
No.
His plans for
No.
to make that whatever creature thing.
No, I don't think so.
Oh yeah.
I don't think anything happening now will delay his plans.
I know it's done, but then like say we go in that direction where it becomes a race for fingers, then like that means that Kenjiku activates his thing and we're at the race for fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
why.
if it's
That's why
ending
I
this
feel
year-
like Sukuna's gonna be short-lived in Megumi's body. I don't think it's gonna be something long-term.
What do you say? Like how many chapters?
I don't know, man. Like maybe 5 to 10, maybe.
Bro, you think?
Maybe, but like, cause it's either he gets those fingers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think it's a race, cause I don't think anyone else can just find the fingers like
Yeah,
that.
not
Yeah.
that.
I think like he just gets gets
he
the
can
fingers
get the fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to suppress Megumi, and
Oh,
they gotta
they could
fight
be
this dude.
they could be like
fully blown.
locked down by the, by somebody,
Yeah.
Cause I'm just wondering if we're really gonna see that like Gojo versus Sukuna fight.
Mm-hmm.
I've been hoping we see the Gojo versus Sukuna and Megumi's body fight.
No, that's what I'm wondering. Like, cause you guys are just saying like Geiji can just flip it on its head
100%.
and just not show
You
it
think-
at all. So I'm wondering like, is he gonna plan something else for Sukuna's character?
I mean, he definitely could just maybe Sukuna 100% somehow fills into Kenjiku's plan.
Yeah.
He has been so far,
Yeah.
right?
No, but I mean like even more. Like Sukuna needs to
Yeah.
be like out.
You guys think Sukuna is gonna kill your Yuza? So
For sure.
Megumi effectively kills his
Sure.
own
His-
sister.
Sure.
That would be
Yeah, sure.
even more trauma.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm down.
Trauma.
I know you're down.
He's
You're
like-
like down. Give me
need
more
it.
of that.
Right now.
No, I mean, I can see it where he can't stay in Megumi's body for too long, so he needs to find another host. You know,
Like it's a temporary
bites the
thing.
finger thing.
Like body hopping.
Moves, yeah, body into
I don't think he's doing that.
into just one other body.
No. Because Megumi, he realized he could do that.
Mhm.
I don't think anyone else can contain Sukuna like that. Or like they can't be a vessel for him. They're just gonna die.
They would die.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. So
It's just weird where it's going.
Yeah. I mean,
we'll find out.
Yeah.
whoever. What, do we
Like,
ever know what the fuck
we
this
either
is
get
doing?
like the Sukuna fight real quick, or maybe they kill him off or something. in some
That would
way.
be fucking crazy.
They
if they
killed
just
off
killed-
Sukuna
Like,
right now.
no.
Just kill him.
like they deal. No, I mean like
Just regular.
sorry. I mean
yo,
like
what the fuck?
I
That'd
mean-
be crazy.
no. I mean like they deal with Sukuna first before
Yeah.
we get to deal
Get
with
to
Kenjaku.
Kenjaku,
Yeah.
rather than it being like
Assuming-
two linear
yeah.
plots
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah,
Mm.
assuming that we finish this by the end of this year.
Yeah. Like they could just go full on Sukuna now and then cut back
Exactly.
to Kenjaku.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Mm.
I can see that too.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we can have Gojo come out, we can have Hajime pull up, we can have like
How's Gojo coming out? Angel's dead.
Well,
word,
well,
word, bro.
okay.
Yo,
Yeah,
I
that's a
hate
good
her,
point.
dude.
That's a good
I
point. That's a good
hate
point.
her.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. Do we think she's dead? Like 100%?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
do.
think she-
I
No,
do
I don't think
she's
she's
I don't
dead.
think she's dead. She's
Well,
gonna hit a
that is
reverse.
the
bro.
dumbest
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
It's
she's
like, what
gonna
if,
hit a reverse.
what if
curse.
Angel just hits
Yeah,
a
that's
reverse?
Yeah.
Because like it was Hana that got bit.
No,
What
I
if
know.
Angel does some shit like what Sukuna did
Reverse.
with
Yeah.
Yuji's
Yeah.
body?
I think Angel should have taken over.
Taken
before.
over,
yeah.
yeah, 100%.
But you know what's
Stop
weird
that
though?
whole
I think they had like
situation.
an agreement.
Yeah.
Like I
Shit
find it
going
weird
on.
that like Sukuna was able to morph
His face.
it like that, and if he's able to do that, why don't he just morph into his OG body looking like?
I mean,
Is it kind of like? What if it's a
well,
thing?
that's just like making it look like it.
What
not
if
like
it's a thing
Yeah.
of
function
curses?
of it? I guess.
I
What if it's a
guess.
thing of curses where it's kind of just they have to remember what they look like to keep their form, and then they're allowed. They have that manipulation because they're kind of just a bundle of cursed energy, right?
Okay.
Mm,
Because we've seen it happen before.
We've only seen that morphing shit happen with Mahito, and that's because he was able to
Yeah.
change people's souls. So if Sukuna, because
But that
he was
he has
incensed-
such control
So-
over his soul, he can just
exactly.
fucking do
yeah,
it.
Exactly.
that would make sense.
Which wouldn't be surprising.
not at
yeah,
all.
Yeah.
But that theory of them going to Hokkaido,
yeah, it's more and more likely now. You think?
I'd really want them to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
It would be a you heard it here first type shit. You
it
know what I
would.
mean?
It would. It would.
I think that's kind of all we got though.
Yeah, that's all we got.
I think that's all we got.
We'll do Dragon Ball Super next week.
Somebody didn't read it.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean we could just talk about it right
No,
now.
no,
yeah. So Goten.
no. Please.
We had some technical difficulties, but our Ant-Man podcast is coming soon.
Yeah.
Look for that probably a day or two after this podcast.
Yeah.
Go down there, hit the like button, go in the comments, let us know what you guys thought about the chapters, any theories that we talked
Yeah.
about, or if you guys have any theories for any of the chapters.
Mainly if you thought the One Piece chapter was worse or better than the JJK chapter.
What?
We just want to know what the most hyped chapter was this week.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
curious. Wait, actually, no. What do you guys think?
I mean, I got biased. You guys got biased.
But it's tough. It's tough.
It is tough.
It is tough.
But overall, for me, like One Piece won out just because Shanks.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Just because Shanks, like
Yeah.
One Piece, like because we've been wanting that Elbaf and Shanks thing
Yeah.
But
to
yo,
happen
it's,
for so
it's
long.
the potential of what could happen in the next chapter,
Yeah,
which is more hype, right? Like the
But they
potential
both have
of
that.
UGCT.
they
Mhm.
both
The
have that
They
potential.
both have that.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
They both have that hype.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like they both have that hype, but
Mhm.
One Piece. It's because we've been waiting 4 years for this.
Yeah.
For Shanks, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
like
yeah.
I mean, just
technically,
putting Shanks in a chapter in general.
technically,
is
you-
just
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
technically, we've been waiting like since the beginning to see Shanks actually fight and do something.
Yeah.
But I mean, people started making like that theory of Shanks being at Elbaf.
Mhm.
Been so long.
That's something
Long
that
time
started
coming, yeah.
when we were in Zoe and we were
Yeah.
heading into Whole Cake Island because
Yeah.
that was something that where people were like, okay, we're getting into Yonkos now.
Yeah.
He's gonna go into Whole Cake Island. We know Zoro guys are going to Kaido, like Wano.
Yeah.
So he's about to fight these two. So like Shanks has to be like the next one
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's happening sooner than we thought. And
Like,
then we started
yeah.
convert, like,
Like if Gojo had been unsealed this chapter,
then it would have been
yeah,
on that same shit.
because you could
Yeah, I
equate
guess so.
Gojo to Shanks.
Shanks,
yeah.
In the
That's fair.
like you know what I
Sure.
mean?
In the
Yeah,
verse.
fair.
Yeah, in the verse. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, let us know which one was better
Yeah,
if you guys
yeah.
read both. Again, if you guys got any theories, let us know. If we see anything that's like crazy, we'll definitely talk about it.
100%.
Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you guys get the notification
Yeah.
when any of our videos drop. Go in the descriptions, follow our TikTok and our Twitter. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Instagram
Peace.
never.